How many people, like, Steve, you have a dog. Garrett, you have
dog.
You have cats, right?
That's my wife.
That's no dog.
I love Mondays. This is great. I'll just hanging out. You have a cat, right, Garrett?
Nope, it's Dad. Thanks for bringing that up.
Guys with cats, I don't know.
Well, we only had a cat because our dog died the year before. Thanks for
No
bringing that up.
excuse.
Come on.
That's no excuse.
Come on.
Do you have any pets that are living?
Yeah,
When you're, do you
just the mice in our
What?
walls.
cat or dog?
Oh,
You
cats
should
are no
get
good.
We'll get to the dog in a sec. Cat
I don't
or
know
dog?
one
Garrett?
normal
Dog.
man who has a cat.
I live in a 3-room apartment.
And you have a cat.
Cat.
I rest my case, Your Honor.
Meow.
Garrett,
You know who's got a pussy cat at his home?
I've got to bring this up, Garrett. When I hate to bring this up, I should say, Garrett. When your cat was still alive,
Mhm.
and you would feed the cat,
Poison.
Wait,
That's
what?
what-
It didn't eat for like the last week of his life, so not that part. When it would just walk around in
I
circles
think they have
constantly.
to eat, otherwise they die. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's
when
I'm a biology
last
major.
week this beloved cat was alive, and you would beg her to eat food, and she wouldn't.
uh-huh.
Oh.
How would you serve the food?
We had bowls of food out. We had treats on the floor.
Oh, no.
Oh,
couldn't have
we had
gone
wet
Anything.
food.
This could not have.
Please eat. She's not eating. How many times did you tell your better half she's not eating? Or did she eat today? How many fucking times? I'm saying 20.
This is
20?
Definitely the did she eat today?
No.
Yeah.
I'm saying every fucking half hour. You didn't say, how are you, dear? How's the kids? Is the roof leaking? Is there radon in the basement?
cat
Did
eat.
the fucking cat eat today?
Is everyone happy? I'm gonna cry.
How many times
All right,
have you
fine.
called home and asked if the cat ate?
Steve,
How many? Answer the fucking question. Get Mario back on the phone.
I'll do get my Garrett impersonation. No. No. Anything.
It was going better when you were calling my wife a dog. Oh.
Just went down.
When you feed your pet dog,
Go on.
Yep.
what is the procedure? Wet food.
Dog don't eat wet food. She only eats dry food.
Mm.
And she also eats as many snacks as she wants.
When you would
when
feed
Steve's around.
Garrett, so you get a can of wet food, right?
Wet food. That's
You
for
don't feed the
cats.
cat wet food?
It's for cats.
Okay.
Not dogs, you don't have to do that.
No. But I give her, when you give her the wet food, how would you fucking transfer the wet food from the can to the plate where it would sit for the last week of her life? How would you do that, Garrett?
With a fork.
A fork?
Ew. Yeah, cat food on your
What is he
fork?
supposed to use? Fucking chopsticks?
When I
Is
had
it a
cat-
special fork?
You
Back-
ready for this?
There could be a
when I had
cat
a
fork
back
in the house.
day,
Is there
you
just a
throw it
fork
down.
for the cat?
No, but that, like Garrett gets it, and Steve's like Keanu. Keanu's like, why we
you
use?
plop it upside down on the plate.
That's
and
it.
It comes out.
I don't
Yeah,
give her the whole can at once.
Yeah.
Well, my cat was very fat.
Stop skipping out on your cat, Gino. Give it the whole can.
You use a regular fork from the silverware drawer, right, Garrett?
Yeah.
And then you wash it and put it back, and sometimes you'll eat off it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Now, Steve, what
You
are your
guys love
thoughts on
cat
that?
Food, that means
What's that?
you guys just love eating cat food.
It's a metal fork.
Half a can of
I
cat
do the
food is
same.
gonna smell.
I
What
do
is
the
this
same with
washing
my dog.
process?
I
This
have
sounds like
that roll. It looks like a salami, so it's half wet,
I
half.
know you do.
And I cut it and I mash it with a fork out of the drawer and I put it in the dishwasher.
Yeah, and then
dishwasher. Yeah.
that's it.
That's it.
Apparently, no,
Hot
because
water and
Well, my
soap.
dog eats. It's not like one of those dead dogs.
What's your dog's name?
well, apparently now we need to have separate forks for the cat food, which is
Is there
normal
dead
to
dog
Steve.
food? Is
What's
there dead dog food?
No,
We can
no
make a
fork.
fortune. Dead dog food. Or dead cat food.
Like and by the way, same thing. Like I put it on a little plate. Like what did you put
It's
it?
weird. Like once Keanu moved in, it's like all these little issues rise up.
Yeah, it's time to let it go. Let it. If you love
That
something,
never happens
you
in
let
other
it go.
relationships. Yeah.
I believe you said that. So now I just have to use a separate fork for cat food because God forbid
Oh,
one time.
No, what you do is now you use a regular fork, but you have to be all secretive about it.
Yeah. Oh no, we have special little forks. I've already deemed them because the one time a week Keanu eats food, she might use that fork.
Well, at least
Get
now
a
you never have to
special
clean your
fork.
cat food fork.
call it the cat fork. and not use it. Just now you're like, no, I use that fork.
I'm using the cat fork. I don't give a fuck. Jesus.
Pull Mario up.
Oh, Mario probably should eat with it. And I have these little plates that I put the cat food on. And
Essential plate.
Oh no.
Oh shit. That's a
what's that?
Isn't cat food food? All the food that's in cat food has touched that fork
Totally.
already.
It's totally food. When I worked at CVS, there was an old man that used to come
I
in
don't
when
wanna
cat
hear
food was
this.
on sale,
Uh-huh.
and he would buy fucking the entire shelf out because he was eating it.
I was about to say,
It
how
was
many
his-
cats did he have, Steve?
Well, I think
None.
he actually did have a lot of cats because he smelled like piss. It was probably cat piss.
I smell like piss. I have one.
But I know for a fact he was eating it. And you start with the cat fork. Next, it's going to be your exclusive diet. You're going to be eating your cat food.
I would never eat cat food.
You should try
I
it.
would
It's really
never
good.
eat cat food. But I would watch an old man eat cat food.
I'd watch an old man eat cat food all
Absolutely.
day. And he could use my special cat food fork.
And he could piss in my pants.
He's insane. And when Keanu's yelling at this, I mean, I just was like, okay. And she's not yelling, but she's like, well, and she's apologetic because she's just so.
Hello.
Hey, Keanu, I saw you called.
I have terrible news.
Uh-oh.
What is it, baby?
We're out of cat food.
What could, hold on, caller. What's
We
that?
have to call off the wedding. I seem to have lost the ring again.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Now, do you think it's in? Why are you clapping?
She dropped it in
Because
the
she
gravy
deserves a
again.
break. This girl deserves some kind of a
Were you-
break.
Let me guess.
Yes,
You were
Would
eating.
you like to know where I lost it?
Garrett, give me an oh boy.
Oh boy.
Yes, honey. Where could you have lost the ring?
I threw it in the dumpster with your stupid cat utensils, you asshole son of a bitch, you cookie dough brain monster!
Oh.
Now the question one would have to ask here,
How
Keanu.
dare you?
I didn't fucking piss that whole table off.
Why is it too much to ask that we have a separate utensil for the repulsive fucking cat food and a separate one plate, not
gra-
6?
I know a grandpa that was.
And Olga will give a shit if you're using her silverware. She's dead.
She hated that
She's
cat.
She's
dead.
very dead.
She's feeding
And let me
Garrett's
tell you
cat
something.
right now.
I know you do the dishes. You don't do a
people
great
food.
job every single time, okay? I'm picking off pieces of fucking disgusting cat
Oh,
food,
boy.
but we can't get rid of Aunt Olga's silverware. No, and God forbid, we have one special fork for her shitty
Special
cat
fork.
food that
That's
she
what I
won't even
said.
eat if I give it
I'm
to
a
her,
healer.
right?
She's still.
I'm a healer.
You
She's
are.
going long. Is that Mario?
All right, Keanu, we'll use special forks. Garrett was on my side, though.
In her
No, they're
defense,
not on your side.
in her defense, I have a dog, and I fucking have a dog bowl. We don't
You
eat
also
out
have
of
a
the dog bowl.
dishwasher as well.
You
You
have
don't
a
use old
dishwasher as
china and
No, but
old
I don't eat out of the
silverware.
dog bowl.
All
I
right,
would never.
all right. Well, baby, maybe you go in the dumpster and look under the forks and see if you find that ring, baby. She hung up.
You guys fighting again?
Well, take a look at this.
What?
He's not inhaling.
Zoom in.
How do you inhale?
Zoom in.
You breathe it into your lungs.
Look at.
Now open your mouth and go. Nope.
No. You breathe out.
Anyway, I wanted to tell you why they call it a revolution.
So you're saying I'm not getting high?
You have over 100 years of weed smokers between the three of us.
That's true. I disagree. So wait, what am I? So I inhale.
Inhale, and then open your mouth and.
Open your mouth without. There you go, big dog. Now we're in the game.
Yeah.
Now you inhale.
I was. Fuck you, Jim. You're right. I was not inhaling.
Yeah, that's it.
I apologize.
I hope he's not. I hope you say, I don't care if you wear a mask or not. I don't care.
I will say this. When I was a
You know what? YouTube is cool. You guys are just trying to create content, and that's cool. I would love. And you know what? Wear a mask if
How
you
are
want.
you today? I got nothing. I think it looked better with her by the face. Hold on. What's that? Actually, you know what? Maybe we should have Joy Reid fight with Mrs.
You ever notice I look like Miss Potato Head?
Gino, those BBWs, did you follow them?
Frankie, look, it's Joy Reid. What do you think of Joy Reid?
Hi, Joy Reid.
How much you think? How
She's
much
a
you think?
DPP.
What's that? Frankie, how much you think Joy Reid tips when she gets her hair dyed blonde?
0.
That's right. Oh, no, that was good. All right, Joy Reid, back to you. Hey, you know, Garrett thinks you look like I'm high. Garrett thinks you look like Mrs. Potato Head. Do the voice, please, for me.
Who, me?
We should have put, yeah, man. I got excited.
Oh, that's even Papa.
There you go. Now, Joy Reid, you said, nice mustache.
Yeah.
Put your top lip lever. Say. I'm high. I'm sorry, that's funny. Joy, did you forget to shave today a little bit?
No, we grow hair, Gene.
I do not.
Oh, we some hairy motherfucker.
Oh,
I look like Miss Potato Head.
go on.
A lot of people say that.
They do.
So what? I don't like. What do I don't like? Fuck the black.
I got excited.
Right? Is that it?
Hey, Gino, you got those pro.
And let's see some of the big ass bitches Frankie been following over there, right, nigga? Come on, let's see some of that
You
big.
wanna
That
come
bitch got a
come
big
and
old
jet ski at
ass.
some point.
Maybe I'll just find the guy who found my friend's phone. What you doing? What you doing, baby? What you doing? What you smoking on?
No.
You smoking on something? I'm
I
joking.
guarantee right now, my sister, I was like, I love that shirt. She loves Snoopy.
Snoopy's
Hey,
a
Gino, that's
whack-ass
Tammy
boy,
Reynolds.
white boy bullshit.
Hey, Frankie, do you know? Hey, hold on, Frankie. You're a BB Potato Head. Do you have any like pictures or a Twitter OnlyFans?
Frankie, look at the back. Look back at it. Big old ass. You think I got a big one, Frankie?
No one thinks you. No one thinks that.
Frankie, do you think I got a big one?
Frankie, Frankie.
Gino, that's a big one.
Anyway, Joy Reid.
Goddamn right.
Frankie, do you want to see a little birthday tribute we made for you?
Yeah.
All right. Did you eventually get it? Here we go.
Happy birthday to everyone's favorite letter.
Lindsay Sabadaba Daba Noosh.
Well over 20 years old.
I didn't realize we were supposed to hold two sides.
Frankie, happy birthday! And many more.
There's a man loving living in a red state. God bless him.
Happy birthday, Frankie.
Look at us. Oh, Toto.
Talking like really quiet siren.
The lovely.
Hi, Frankie McDonald. This is Guy Markham on my very own TV station. Wishing you a very happy birthday
watch
from
this,
all your
Steve.
friends
You're gonna love
at the
this.
Hot Water Show. We'd like to do you a tornado siren. Okay, ready? Okay, here we go.
We have to get him back on. Look at Frankie laughing.
I'm Guy Markham. Doing great so far. Happy birthday, Frankie.
I just want to say happy birthday to
English
Frankie
Frankie
McDonald. Come on now, Frankie, let's do a birthday tornado siren. Ready?
By the way, look at the BBWs I just saw.
Happy birthday,
Hey, Frankie, have a happy birthday. Hey, Frankie, just want to wish you a happy birthday.
I think these are
with
just
all those
fans, by the way.
20-year-old girls. Give me 1 sec. Now let's do a tornado siren.
Hi, Frankie. Whatever you need. Just wanted to wish you the very best birthday ever. I know this is a milestone birthday, and I'm wishing you the very best.
I love her. I love her.
Love you.
How's that, Frankie? He's waving at her.
Birthday, Frankie.
John Perillo. I love him.
48. Anyway, could you do me a favor and ask Natopia on Facebook to go out on a date with me? I'm John, by the way.
We love Natopia.
Oh, could you do a tornado siren? That'd be really cool.
Happy birthday, Frankie. Here's a ventriloquist tornado siren.
No idea. I apologize if I know about it.
Because I wanted to wish you a happy birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday, Frankie. We love you. Say happy birthday to Frankie.
Nicolene, hold on.
Birthday, Frankie. I don't know if you know. I
I sent that last night. Hi, by the way. I apologize. It wasn't sharper.
All right, buddy. Love you, man. Talk to you tomorrow. Happy birthday.
Nelson!
Happy birthday to you. Happy
Frankie,
birthday
did you
to
kill Nelson Peabody before
Happy
you did?
birthday
Can you rewind that a minute, Garrett? Because it seems to me.
Happy birthday to
Because
you.
Frankie, right about.
It's really a video edit. That's offered. That's $500 Canadian.
Is that too hard? Hold on a second. Frankie.
That looks like you behind them, Frankie.
Yeah, Frankie, that looks like
It's
you.
even your hat.
Yeah, you're standing next to those BBWs.
It
which
looks
we know
like.
you
Remember that hooker that came to Boston? What was her name?
Heather. You got me on April 7th, 2024.
He said it. That is the most succinctly he's ever.
I got a video footage of me meeting Heather.
Yeah, Frankie, wait, but real fast. What was the name of the hooker we brought to Boston? I mean,
the city, Nova Scotia. Her name is Heather. It got the video footage of me at Dooley's with Heather.
Heather the hooker, and I kept calling her that, and he was so great. And Heather is on the phone. She wants to wish you a happy birthday. Tell him happy birthday, Heather.
Hi, Frankie. Happy
Hi, Heather. Today's my 40th birthday.
Heather.
Happy birthday. We miss you. Loved it.
And that's
Absolutely
just,
loved it.
Heather, I was just sending a video of footage of me at Dooley's. That was the video footage. And then when Gino came down the city, here's the link to the video.
That's right. Do we have footage when I said, Frankie, I'm coming to Dooley's with a hooker? What's the hooker's name, Frankie? Who was that whore? What's her name?
Heather.
Sorry if I'm giggling. It was off screen, but you still heard Frankie saying that whore's name was Heather. Happy fucking Saturday, everyone. Not gonna lie to you. Not gonna lie to you, people. Lazy fucking Saturday. Welcome aboard. Good to have all you people here. It's wonderful. I really don't have much thrilling stuff to add today. This is mostly just like, I don't know how your weekend's going. I'm done. I'm done with this fucking cold weather. It's supposed to maybe crack 60 today. I was discussing, how global warming was caused because it's so cold. I don't get it. Hey, Michelle Dago. How are you, young lady? It's a pleasure to see you. I don't know why you're saying you love that chicken from Popeyes. Yeah, is the internet being fucking lame too? I saw that little fucking wiggle room thing. I don't know why. Lord knows. I don't know what the pro show means, De La, but it's good to see you and your cute little doggy in the avatar. I just I would have came in sooner, but I was enjoying the Frankie McDonald such. Keep it cool. You don't even have people to call while you leave the chat standing by? No. No, I don't. I was making this lovely cup of coffee. 80 and sunny in Chicago. Suck you, AC/DC 5150. I was normally we go at 1 o'clock, but as I was saying, I was doing bonus content with Garrett and Steve on the NFL draft today. That was fun. Mostly it was us just being idiots while every now and then we talked about the draft. But again, that is the good stuff that you would get if you were a fucking member of the fine show that is Gum Fridays, which you can only find on our Patreon. Look at that. We'll put it right there. Actually, we'll put that down there for a while. Patreon.com Fridays. The $5 people get the shows every week, which we appreciate. The $10 people And the $25 people get bonus content and little gift certs and stuff. And there's a couple people. There's a Shawnee in the Midwest and our buddy David Chandler up in somewhere roaming in the forest of the North. Is it blurry? Now I'm blurry. Is that the internet? What happened? Why am I out of focus? I was out of focus. That was freaky. Why was I just out of focus, people? What the fuck is that? Fucking shout out to fucking Chris Thompson, $5. Hey, hey, ho, ho, these damn protesters need to go. Yeah, I haven't even Billy Tardy. Oh my God, Billy, we showed your clip. Fucking watch. I'll show it again. Billy Tardy, we were talking about the NFL draft, and he and I showed this. Like, if you know Billy Tardy from In Hot Water, you fucking are normal. I should say, if you don't know Billy Tardy from In Hot Water, I can't be bothered. But Billy Tardy sent this picture. And when I read it, it was so Billy Tardy because the NFL draft is going on. And God damn it. I think I'd be better with this, but I'm just taking the laziest Saturday ever. Look at this. Billy Tardy sent this. Brock Bowers, the tight end, went to Vegas. And look at how funny this is. It says, hold on, wrong one. I want to make it huge so you can see it. You can hear me. The look of a man who knows he's not allowed back in Vegas and his family has no idea. That's fucking hysterical. Yeah. Why don't I take that down? Look at that. Yeah, it's better without the face, isn't it, guys? Look at that. Look at the fucking guy's face. That is the kind of thing only Billy Tardy. I don't know what the shit Billy Tardy subscribes to, but he gets those pictures all the fucking time. E&D, Falcons Nation is melting down. We'll talk about the draft a little bit because I fucking love it. It's a great idea today if you're to the NFL draft. Falcons Nation should not be melting down. They should be thrilled, okay? Because I've been saying this since day one about Kirk Cousins, and I find it hilarious. I remember the first day Kirk Cousins came into my life. I remember him in that Michigan State fucking big. I believe they even got to the fucking. They were in a title game or something, and I had money on him, and of course he choked. And then the fucking Redskins, the fucking Commanders, nay the Washington football team, nay the Washington Redskins. I believe that's the proper phrasing. Drafted RG3, and then 3 rounds later, drafted Kirk Cousins. And I said they just created their own quarterback controversy. And if you don't get that the universe provides, that the earth is a giant living part of the universe that just goes in cycles. What just happened? Fucking, they just drafted their own quarterback controversy after fucking Kirk Cousins was given the starting job. Just like they fucking drafted their own quarterback controversy after RG3 was de facto given the starting job. And now people in Atlanta should not be losing their minds. They shouldn't, E&D, because the bottom line is, the only person that should be upset, in my opinion, is Michael Penix Jr. If you don't know what we're talking about, I'm sorry you don't follow the draft remotely, nor should you. But you pay a guy $45 million a year over the next 4 years and just sign a quarterback with the 8th overall pick, you're looking for trouble. You could sit there and say, well, we took the best available player. You could sit there and say, well, we think Kirk Cousins can mentor him. You can, but you just fucked up. You fucked your team over, Hotlanta, because if you pay a quarterback $45 million a year, you should be all in on that guy. You should be giving him weapons. You should be building the offensive line. You should be giving yourself depth in the secondary. You should. But you took a fucking quarterback with an injury history because he was fucking available at 8. And imagine, she's fine. It's the drugs. Billy Tardy said it perfectly. Atlanta had I'm stealing that. Atlanta had the auto draft settings on. Yeah. And by the way, Billy, I'll say something else. Bears are going to be the death of Caleb because Caleb's not good enough to go into a shit organization like that and fucking lead the team, which is bad news for my buddy fucking Keanu's favorite former Charger, Keenan Allen. It's bad news for him. But Michael Penix should be living because Michael Penix wants to play. He wants to play, and he's just fucking drafted into a shit situation. And Michael Penix could have been, in a way, the next Lamar Jackson because Lamar Jackson got drafted with the last pick of the draft by the Ravens in the first round several years ago, went right to a good team. Imagine if Michael Penix went to the Raiders. Imagine if the Raiders drafted him. And I'm not kissing Joey Dago's ass. I'm not. But imagine if Penix went to the Raiders. He immediately gets to vie for the starting position. He immediately gets some guy named Devontae Adams. He fucking gets a running back. He gets fucking, well, he doesn't have Josh Jacobs anymore, but he's in a much better situation. Now he's got to fucking play in a shit situation where the only way he's coming in is if Cousins gets injured and then the Falcons wasted all that money, okay? Or if Cousins just stinks and then the Falcons wasted all that money. And if Kirk Cousins stinks and they give Michael Penix the starting job, that doesn't motivate him to play well. He's been handed the job. If Kirk Cousins, I didn't see anything. If Kirk Cousins gets injured and Michael Penix comes in, sure, he could win the starting job again, but there's no pressure. Fucking, you put him in a shit situation. You put him in a shit situation. Shout out King Yeti. I hope the Minnesota Vikings get KJ Jefferson from Arkansas. Sure. It was a ghost, Mr. Fabersham. Sure. But that's what we're saying. All they're ever doing in the NFL, it's the NFL draft, and don't get me wrong, I watch it when I can. I think this is sarcasm by a man. Thanks for the $2, Jason Hughes. I was shocked the Pats drafted a white quarterback. Speaking of white fucking position players, I love that the Chargers drafted a white receiver with the second round. That came out wrong. And on brand. I love that the Chargers drafted a white receiver in Ladd McConkey because he is fucking like the Chargers drafted a receiver. And again, the NFL draft, they're brokering hope. The NFL draft is a nationally televised, educated guess. But at least we're sitting here talking about why I loved it. And I love that the Chargers got a white receiver who uses his hands to catch the ball because he's going to replace Keenan Allen in the slot. He's going to fucking create openings for Jordan Palmer, who's our number one receiver after Mike Williams went to the Jets because he couldn't stay healthy and we couldn't pay him. And Keenan Allen said, fuck you, I'm not taking another pay cut when you wasted all that money under Brandon Staley, who was a piece of shit. That's the first thing. Way to show our age, Joey Dago. That's the first thing I thought. And he's not. At least Phil McConkey was nowhere in the room, and they didn't mention it at all. And when the Chargers drafted Joseph Alt with the first round, they were the first to show video footage of his father as a lineman in the old AFC West for the Chiefs. We all remember him. That's going to be a terrible play, too. Fucking Drake May. I think the only quarterback that has a chance to impress anyone is I always forget his name, Jaden whatever, the guy out of LSU that went to the fucking to the Redskins. I love the NFL, by the way. Sonic Rat. I do. I fucking miss that. In the old days, I'll never forget the old days of fucking compound media when the bullshit lockdown first started. And trust me, if it wasn't for the NFL draft, I would be chapter and verse citing fucking shit from articles that I've been reading in the fucking Epoch Times that you people are like, nah, that's stupid. It's not stupid. Fucking, it gives you all the health information you need. But I remember back when the lockdown started and we had the fucking bare bones schedule over at Compound Media. And I was in there fucking every day. And on, I believe it was Wednesdays, Talib would be in to do his show. And we would hang out and I'd watch him do the NFL with a guy that you may know named Pat Dixon. It was fucking great. It was the salad days of all that shit. But yeah, it was really thrilling stuff. So I was watching the NFL draft. I wasn't watching it live, but I'm following it because it's all bells and whistles. And I was saying, like, there's years that you're interested in the draft. I was interested to see who we got in the first round. I've been following from a distance. With the fourth round, we got some defensive lineman, Justin Eboigbe, Eboigbe from Bama. That's exciting stuff. I think they're still on the fourth round as we speak. Or no, they've moved on. They are wrapping up the fourth round. Fucking the fourth round's still going. You got the Chiefs on the clock. God, Eagles, Chiefs, Jets, Niners. Wow. Fourth round is a fun one. It's a fucking scene, man. I think it's where they start adding picks. I think it's when they start adding compensatory picks. God, the fucking Broncos got Troy Franklin. God, I was hoping we could get him, but we got our guy. He went late. They were saying the Chargers were going to take him with the 37th pick. He went fucking 102nd overall. I know you guys are interested. Fucking trust me, David. David D, you want to catch the In Hot Water bonus content? Because Garrett and Steve, we were talking about the Jets. We basically just bullshit about the Jets, the Chargers, and the fucking Giants, and just the state of the NFL now versus when we were kids growing up watching it. Mr. Faversham, your housekeeper is stealing food from your freezer again. What? Manuela. She gets very... Tell you, she can keep a secret. Thanks for helping me unmake the bed, Manuela. Okay. If you keep talking like that, we're gonna have to end the stream early, or at least pause it for 2.5 minutes. I said 2.5. Scooter. Fucking mean spick. Scooter Tom, I love that picture. That's a simpler time. I miss when the NFL draft was on Saturday mornings. I'd throw a huge party. We'd all get drunk and then have a waffle ball tournament. I used to love playing a good game of waffle ball. Oh my God, Mr. Faversham said it. Manuela is bonus content. Yeah, Joey Dago did include the 2.5 minutes includes the time cleaning up. Mr. Kill Everything. Great appearance last week on Brennan, just riding that circus. Today, I'm enjoying, and it's funny you ask. Did you pull a muscle? It's funny you ask, and thank you. Hello, Mrs. Kill Everything in the picture. This is a Corteria Dominican Republic one. Now, I'll show you the wrapper, but like I said, I get these, Mr. Kill Everything, and I'm not going to do it anymore because, you get the $20 sampler pack because I'm just trying new stuff, and for $20 from Holtz.com, you get 10 cigars, and about 5. I'd say 4 are really good. 4 are ones you're like, oh, I would smoke that one. 3 are like meh, but it's nice to switch it up. And 1 or 2 I just throw out because they're stale or garbage or whatever. But this one, I would say this is one of the. It's a nice little change. I wouldn't buy it again, but I enjoy it. It's called a Cortesia. Does that? Hold on, I'll get it in focus. I guess I won't. Oh, there it is. It's called a Cortesia, Mr. Kill Everything, Dominican Republic, and it is. I'm telling you, it's actually not bad. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. I would, and I have a shitty palate, Mr. Kill Everything, but I will say, Manuela, it sounded like you said something in English. I said I have a shitty palate. It sounded like someone in there said, "I'll say." It sounded like you, and you were talking about me, is what I was talking about. She doesn't. She's afraid to commit to the bit. I don't know any other Spanish. I can't do it. Why don't you just speak in broken English and then end it with "Senor"? The Dominican Republic does make some good cigars. Jesse James, the official cigar of gay bathhouses. Speaking of gay bathhouses, we saw a gay movie last night, didn't we, Manuela? It's called Challengers. Wasn't it good? It was gay. And by gay, I don't mean there was gay sex. But there might have been, and I missed it. But I'll tell you, Challengers, great fucking movie. I love what. Is that what we're talking about?
It was about tennis, friendship, and relationships, and competition, and sexuality, and nuance.
Clean, Manuela, clean. Anyway, I liked the movie because I'm tired of I've gotten away from movies but I hated whenever you'd see the ads on TV and you'd know the whole fucking movie. I watched the trailer, I didn't know what was going on and all that. What is this? Zen Tickum. Why did you suddenly start attacking Patrick Melton a week ago on Steel Toe? Because Patrick Melton does nothing but watch Steel Toe now, buddy. And I talk about this on the show. I've had it with things in comedy that are, is it a work? Is it not a work? Anyone that watched, and I'll be honest, I watched it. I don't watch Kevin Brennan. I live on my lost interest, but I watched Kevin Brennan yesterday, and I watched him get completely alphaed by TJ Miller. TJ Miller, I've met him. I've done shows with him at the comic strip. They're like, he don't even remember you. What kind of arrogant fuck would be like, oh my God, this guy who fucking has done countless movies and fucking talks to people at every comedy club. He did In Hot Water episode 216. I guarantee when I meet him, when I hang out with him at the strip next week, he'll be like, I know him. Why am I getting off topic with Melton? Because I've had it with these shows that are like, is it a work? Is it a joke? TJ Miller legitimately thought Kevin Brennan was a piece of shit. TJ Miller, I guarantee you, went back to Chad and said, let's not do that show again. Chad literally is like, that was awful. Let's do it. No. Okay. So I've had it with people that are work. And when fucking, to be fair, look at this. Melton isn't work. 100% agree about Brennan. He's feigning anger for super chat monies. Look at this. I love you, Zen. Yeah. So Zen, now that I know, and I wasn't feeling you out, but now that I know you can be objective, how should I react when I literally on my show, and again, I don't care if you don't watch In Hot Water. I mean, I care, but I can't make you do the right thing. I can't get you to fucking watch free fucking speech when you sit here watching YouTube because exactly like myself, it's easy. It's easy, but they're slowly saying you can't say this word and normalizing it. They're normalizing not leaving your house, and they're normalizing doing shows from your chair, talking to other people and answering the chat. And that's fine, but this is a step backwards for society. And my point is fucking when Melton fucking literally is doing a show like that, and he goes in his stream and he's like, yeah, oh, Gene, you drunken idiot. If I were to read the text messages you sent me, if I were to read them, it would be so embarrassing. To who? This is when you get out of your skis. To your fucking viewers. I have maybe 100 people in here watching. I'll check. 78 people watching. I read them on the air. I read them on Steel Toe. Like, I laugh that when I get drunk, I speech to text. And I don't speech to text like, ooh, you're fat, I hate you. I speech to text that he's no better. He's bringing fucking Pat Dixon, who hits women, to a show because he thinks it'll be a good get and it's a work. He's bringing Ray DeVito to a show because he's a laughable fucking, I love that he's driving him nuts. You understand? He's fucking just putting on a show that's a giant work. And would you like to see? Zen, I'm going to let you decide. Would you guys like to see the screen? Would you guys like to see the long drunken speech to texts that I wrote Melton? There's a naked woman behind me. I wish. Yeah, Scooter Tom. TJ Miller should have yelled bomb on Kevin Brennan's show. Like, TJ Miller, like, literally was reading my super chats. Like, and Kevin's like, I love that Chino doesn't know him. Why should that matter? How does that affect Kevin's life? How does that affect Kevin's life? Like, and ask Keanu. Remember when he's like, he doesn't know, and I'm like, oh my God, Keanu, my life's no. Thank you, Manuela. Thank you. Less chatty, more dusty. I don't know who this Zen. I don't know who Zen Tickum is, but I love him. I love that he's in here chatting. I understand your point, but Melton was reacting. He brought up the alleged drunken text only after you attacked him on. I attacked him on Steel Toe because he fucking keeps just watching Steel Toe, and that's a fair point. I thought it was a different order, but trust me, I trust you, Zen. I really do. I attacked him on Steel Toe because I'm tired of him just shitting on Steel Toe for content. Like, and it's not just him. In defense of Melton, like Keanu will tell you, Melton's the only. I don't watch Kevin Brennan. I don't. Like, I know I said yesterday, but I don't normally watch Kevin Brennan. I catch all my Dabble verse from two places, okay? I catch all my Dabble verse from fucking Who Are These Podcast clips and My Lost Interest clips. But we used to, Keanu still watches Melton. She does. She texts in all the time. And I used to watch Melton and we'd laugh, but I can't take Melton just shitting on one thing now. And he talks about nothing. He talks about, oh, where's April? April's fine. We know where she is. We know. Exactly, on a milk carton. Fucking, she was doing cocaine in our last sixsome. It was the six of us. You know, we know all that stuff, but that's just like when you have a life. Like if you watch In Hot Waters, and I guess you know, We have guests on. That's why I like showing the clips of the week, because if you were watching the beginning, we're literally fucking driving up and hanging with this Frankie guy. Well, that happened once, but we talk about that. We had guests. We have fucking professional comedian Freddie Rubino who tours the country. We fucking have Jim Stansel come in every Tuesday, and he's another guy fighting the good fight, saying, leave your fucking house, fucking give people content. And sure, fucking it's fucking compelling content. It's what's the word I'm looking at? Provocative content, listening to people shit on other people. But when your only show is, I get more views than fucking Ray DeVito, I make more super chats than Kevin Brennan, that's tells me nothing. And it's a time suck, like the Candy Crush game I'm playing on my fucking phone lately. And it's not called Candy Crush. It's something with a king, royal, whatever. So that's why I attacked him on Steel Toe, because I can't watch him anymore, because all he's doing is the same. Last night, even Keanu, and she'll admit it, even Manuela, literally, he showed fucking Aaron walking around his house and kept freezing it, saying, look at these papers on his desk. What the fuck was that, Manuela? Basta, signora. It was really, did you watch him last night, Zen? Tell me you're not bored. Tell me you're not bored watching him say, how many papers? I'm sorry, Manuela, you go, baby. Yes, and I'll say it again. Like, there are times, and I've said this to Aaron, like, I'll watch Steel Toe, and this is back when he used to talk about multiple things, and he would, actually, he said something yesterday when we were watching, and it was funny. He shit on Aaron. A cookie? What did he say? I can't remember what he said, but it was funny. And he shits on Aaron sometimes, and I laugh, and I'm like, I feel bad, but I laugh with Aaron about that. But he's become nothing but a fucking, broken record, saying, Kevin Brennan's already there. Kevin Brennan, WATP said it, I love that I'm talking about the draft and the Epic Times, and now I'm right there in the Dabble verse. So I think there's been a lot going on with April allegedly being out of the familial home for a month. That's why Melton has been honed in on it. Watch this. Everyone thinks that. Everyone does. But how is that content? These are not the Kennedys. These are not the Bidens. This is not Joe Biden, who they're circling around so you don't see how he's wobbling. This is not Donald Trump and Melania, who was never put on the cover of a magazine while they fucking tout fucking Jill Biden as some kind of hero. This is not fucking Rand Paul or Ron Paul going after Fauci and him getting away with it, and no one this is not people saying, why wasn't the election overturned? This is none of that. This is not people saying, why am I not outside fucking jumping rope or getting air? None of that. This is, what about this fucking skinny hot chick that fucking lives in Minnesota and did a fucking YouTube stream? We need to know. And if you think we should be honed in on that, you just fucking proved my point, Zen, of how YouTube just dumbs us all, me included, me at the top of the list, what dumbs us all down. There's so much else shit that a guy like you, who looks like Macho Man Randy Savage in his avatar, good looking man, and fucking, let me say this, who has intelligent conversation. There's not one time you said, you're gay, Gene, for what you're doing, something I would do if I got angry. You have intelligent discourse. I would imagine there's so many things I'd love to talk to you about, like, getting rid of a Puerto Rican maid who's gotten a little mouthy. There's so much stuff I'd love to chat with you about at a bar over a drink, Zen. I would love to fucking hang out with you at a bar and have drinks. I can promise you that. Fucking grab a cigar and bullshit. To quote fucking Kimu, because we learned in times of fucking tragedy, there is so much more in our fellow man to love than to despise. That's what I'm saying. Okay? Zen, fair enough. I personally find the psychology fascinating because Aaron is an interesting individual. Respectfully, I'm not entertained by Aaron's broadcasting, but his life itself. And that's fine. Stay humble. Don't stop screaming. And that's fine, Zen boy. It really is. But the bottom line is, and now we've come to the center of the corn maze. That's what I'm saying. We all, myself included, God forgive me if you guys ever think I'm sitting there like, no, fucking my monkey mind is fucking full bore insane lately. Fucking insane. Thank God Keanu dragged me out of the house to watch a fucking gay movie last night. You're gay, Gene. Thank you, Rob. See, this is why I can't have conversations with him, Zen. Actually, that's not true. Yeah, I've been drunk with this asshole all week. This is producer Roberto guy. Yeah. Soft Weekly says, hey, Soft Weekly, I think Gino is afraid of the gays on YouTube. Nah, I'm afraid of the gays that come visit me when I text them. Yeah, Toto Payne Diaz says, yeah, the Dabble's helping to dumb us down. It's that fucking simple. It's that fucking simple. So it is what it is, but yeah. What'd I do? The comments, where'd they go? Comments vanished. They'll come back. Oh, and now my laptop's is my laptop going to be a cunt today? Is that what you're doing, laptop? There it is. For a cool movie, check out Late Night with the Devil. Freedom's Lunch. Kimu. Campus was a cuck. He meant Kimu was a cuck. Could not disagree more. Kimu got ass, buddy. Kimu got fucking ass, as I recall. And I do recall properly. What the fuck is going on with this thing? I don't know. Something's going on with the laptop, and it's fine. So yeah, that was my point about that horse shit. Why it's doing that? All right, doesn't matter. It's distracted, but who gives a shit? Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't think I missed anything anyway. Michelle Dago says, Gino, you and Kiki were awesome last week. Hearts and number one and so much fun. I think that's what it is. Yeah. And again, see, that's the thing. Like Michelle Dago, the whole family came out. We got a little tuned up with them. I woke up with a Raiders fucking magnet on my, look at Dr. Chow, the Mega G. I was discussing the draft, but then I got it. Actually, see, and that's the other thing, Dr. Chow. At least when I'm discussing, and I think you'll agree, not yelling at you, at least when I'm discussing the Dabble verse, okay? At least when I'm discussing that, I'm trying to prove a point. And that's another thing that I'll always fucking make fun of. And I like to think at least I listen. And let me tell you why In Hot Water is better than anything on the Dabble verse, okay? Garrett and Steve. Kidding. They're a huge part of it. The In Hot Water, if you watch the In Hot Water show, I've said this before, even when I'm making fun, hi Keanu. Even when I'm making fun of these idiots in the Dabbleverse, even when, like, In Hot Water is like fucking the stand-up that I like, that I grew up, and that I dare say, and Michelle fucking and Joey Jr. will back me up, that I do. I want people laughing every fucking minute. I'm tired of these fucking long-form fucking, oh, I'm a storyteller. There are very good storytellers, but like now when people just tell fucking jokes where they get one laugh every 20 minutes because of an applause sign, that's not a storyteller. That's a fucking hack who just checks boxes and was never fucking funny. Now my act, fucking I say shit and I make you laugh every fucking minute. I do. They'll fucking, do I not, baby Manuela? Do I not? See, there you go. Producer Roberto says Buenos Dias. In Hot Water, starring Steve and Garrett. And Steve, I'm going to say that Monday. The Kate Meany show. Your show is really missing the mark. I don't know what that is, but I love that. I came over from Noodles channel. Who's Noodles? Like we had a guy in, by the way, and that proves another, we had a guy in the studio named Noodles. We had a guy in on, what day was it? Tuesday. Was it Tuesday? Yeah, it was Tuesday. Noodles came in because I remember, because Monday they finished the whiskey, and an In Hot Water fan that watches the show and engages in real life sent us a delivery bottle of 1.7, a Handelo Jameson, which Noodles went and signed for. There you go. Vicky Small Wonder. Gino, doesn't saying fag so much kind of belay a lack of substance? What? What did this faggot ask me? I don't care. I just went to see a gay movie last night. I fucking believe there's video of me from In Hot Water sucking a giant pink dildo and not doing it well. Thank you. But again, let me tell you, Vicky Small Wonder, who fucking ching, who again, That's the other thing. It's like all these people, Bolt Patricia says, Gino, thoughts on Melton's death threat rant about Kate Meany. I'm happy to say I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm happy to say no idea. But that's just the guy. He shits on people for a living. And after a while, it's like you wake up and you're like, I can't. It's like waking up from the Matrix and saying, what am I doing? What am I doing? Does it make me fucking better to know that Melton is a fat fuck? Does it make me better to know that fucking Pat Dixon is fucking, a hypocrite that fucking dug his own fucking grave? Does it make me better to know that Felicia fucking, who we were nothing but nice to, now will do anything to fucking sit at the right hand of Kevin to get super chat money? No. Does it make me feel better to know that Chad's fun to drink with, but when he goes into these boxes, he loses his mind? No. Does it make me feel better to know Ray DeVito will never be happy because he's a fucking angry fuck who thinks he should be somewhere else and he's not? A little bit. Just a little bit. So yeah, these are all fucking things that fucking, I wonder about, that I could give two shits about. That's just it. I reloaded the page. I love reloading the page. You know why? I'm going to do that more, baby. Look what I learned. When you reload the page, oh shit. Okay, doesn't matter. When you reload the page, it just shows you the actual viewers and it takes out the YouTube, but then it's back. All right, so there you go. So yeah, all right, so that's back to normal. Everything's good. I had to reload the page because the internet fucked me up. I did not hear the Ray song that Mule tweeted me. Oh, look who's in town. Sell it, Saladriel. Hey, Gino. Hey, Saladriel. That was not a super hard out, C-Mox. I did not Irish goodbye, you guys. So, yeah. What about, I'm like, oh, this has been an hour, but it hasn't. I fucking made you guys listen to Max loads. So, yeah. What were we talking about before all this? So that's the thing. But, like, whoever that guy was, Zen Flutester, whatever it was, like, talking to him is fun. It's fun to have conversations with people. Like, oh, all in for Master Art. Shout out. He too was on the In Hot Water show this week, giving us a comment, watching on the X, the Twitter. You are the best, buddy. Come back soon, dude. Come back soon. We'll have you shit on us. And I was told not to Venmo you, but you did Cash App, and you told me you couldn't afford the tough love. But that was such a fun fucking interview. Lainey gets us the best fucking people. You were great. We cannot wait to have you back. Fantastic stuff. Shout out Rumble Cat. Are you very pleased, Jimmy Schwartzen? How could you not be? Come on, Rumble Cat. Come on, Rumble Cat. Ching Lee says, Pat Dixon does know that he's an old creepy perv now. Not a ladies' man. Oh, oh my God. Fucking all for Master Arch. You ain't heard nothing yet. C-Mox says all for Master Arch was very nice to Steve. He sure the fuck was. He certainly the fuck was. Yeah, I'm taking a break. Sorry. What was I going to say? We need... I mean, I've had it with this fucking weather. I've had it with this goddamn weather. I was just checking the weather on my phone. What the fuck is... I'm taking a break. If you don't think there's some kind of global warming horse shit going on, I'm kidding. There's not. It's just fucking cold. Yeah, Ching Lee. Look, there's a normal guy. He's like, I'm glad to be here to be able to watch Pat's downfall. Yeah. Yeah, like he literally was on fucking... Look, you can say what you want about me, and you will, and I don't mind. Like, if you watch In Hot Water, thank you again. If you don't, please subscribe. I mean, I was having this conversation with Manuela the other night. It's like I've never taken this desk job for granted. Then I'll get into the fucking Pat Dixon thing by teaching a lesson again, not Dabbleverse, teaching the lesson that I litmus test. We never did find out what that was. Manuela, when you get a momentito, Senora, can you open that shade so there's more light in here? I just like the natural light. And I'm gonna take a look at your ass. She's gonna wise up and leave. She's gonna. Hold on. Let's go to Manuela Cam.
Get out!
Look at her. Why is it blurry?
It's focusing, you dipshit.
It was perfect.
Give me my house dress.
I love that cow. Where was I? It's the. Oh, I love Joey Dago. We have to watch that movie, baby. Midnight Run. It's the lit. Are you doing the litmus configuration? The litmus configuration. God, that's such. Mikey B just texted Manuela, please. Oh, she's gonna call in yesterday. It's Monday. Yesterday. It's over. Sunday. Soft Leakley, are you and Kiki registered somewhere for the wedding so I can send a gift? LOL. Yeah. Ching Lee says Felicia's defended me. She has, but she fucking I'm the first to admit, I'm not trying to shit on Felicia, but I'm just one of those guys. I'm just fiercely loyal. I am. And when you speak the truth, fucking to leave things out is not. It's speaking the half truth. Okay. And when she's shitting on Pat Dixon, she'll fucking pause, although she went full bore one time. It's just, it will never be enough for me until she just literally says, Kevin. It's one thing to go on Kevin to shit on Pat, but it's another thing to be like, all right, he has me on here just to shit on Pat and I'm going to stay. And that's all. That's all there is. Good afternoon, Gina. Okay. As I was saying, I was talking about, okay. So one thing I always say is if I'm full of shit, then I'm full of shit, but I'm not. And I know when I am, and it pisses me off. But Pat Dixon, if you don't understand what living in a fucking hypocritical hell is, it's literally a guy that does a show called New York City Crime Report, right? Where he bashes how the blacks, because I'm racist, where the blacks are the animals ruining this city. And fucking we need to fucking be harsher on crime. And then fucking act like one of those animals, as Pat Dixon calls them. Okay? I call them Newports. I stole that from Kevin Brennan. I'm kidding. To act like one of those animals and then fucking act like one of those animals' lawyers and beg fucking for leniency and then be part of the very problem you're talking about where you commit a felony assault, get it reduced to a misdemeanor so that New York City can lie and say felony assaults are down. He's that guy. And then what you do is suck at the teat of Kevin Brennan and fucking play off this cowboy fucking image for money and then fucking be so stupid because you've been so creepy and then be so arrogant that you forgot how creepy you were on YouTube that you got banned and then just flaunt around YouTube till you get banned again and get relegated to fucking, what is it? God damn it. Jesus Christ, Rumble, which I think should fucking have more of a fucking impact, but it doesn't. And now fucking Pat Dixon is on the one place where he can speak freely like he used to on Compound Media before he ungratefully started fucking abusing. I saw Niente. Before he ungratefully fucking got whacked out on drugs, got insecure, fucking let the drugs get the better of him, then assaulted me in a bar right in front of Anthony Cumia, who gave him a fucking lifeline. And now you're sitting there on the Rumble platform where you can say whatever you want, but you're just fucking sad and lonely because you've got 85 viewers while you play a keyboard. If Pat Dixon had any brains in his fucking misogynistic, racist fucking head, he would become a traveling lounge singer. And I know that sounds terrible, but I think he'd be amazing at it. I do. He can play the songs just well enough to have fun. He's charming. He'll probably get to fuck fat chicks on the road. That's what he needs to do. But he wants to hold on to this thing like he's some kind of a martyr. He's a moron. He's a goddamn moron. Mr. Kill Everything says, my lost interest clip me explaining why we love Kevin Brennan and Pat Dixon. Mr. Kill Everything, I love you. I've never said to you, oh, stop up. Just keep, oh, hey, I Barry McCockiner. You can, his wife left him because Trump was going to ban abortions, according to her. His wife left him because he was a deadbeat misogynist who hated her. His 84 viewers bad. Don't look down. I don't even think it's that many. It's 104. Wow. I must be way behind in the chat. Oh, are you talking about Pat Dixon? I'm sorry. The whole enjoy and the punch, he's pathetic. Oh, and he lied about that too. He literally said enjoy because he looked at Felicia because he was sure I was fucking her. He thought I fucked Chrissy Mayer. He's insane. He literally thought all that. And that's why I went enjoy. And then that fucking led to him going on Kevin Brennan and lying. And now that's the other thing about Kevin Brennan. When he's called, and Kevin Brennan gave Pat Dixon money. I love it. I love that he gave Pat Dixon fucking money for his law thing to fucking literally defend a man that hits women when you're raising a daughter. If you don't get my point about how I make fun of the Dabble verse, but I'm trying to teach a lesson, what lesson? I wish fucking Zen was still in. What lesson have we learned? I'll tell you the lessons we've learned from watching the Dabble verse. Kevin Brennan fucking makes more in super chats than Melton. Patrick Melton has fucking a theory about he thinks Jesus Christ, he thinks Aaron has man boobs. He could beat him in a boxing match and that his wife left him. What else have we learned? We've learned that fucking Chad Zumach steals credit cards, doesn't fucking take responsibility for his actions, and then fucking when you have a drink with him just wants to relax and be normal, but it's too late by that point. What have we learned about Ray? Ray DeVito's a professional victim. What have we learned that we can use in real life? Tell me one time in your goddamn life where you were hanging out with actual people at a fucking ball game, at a fucking bar, outside, fucking just anywhere, and said, you know, this reminds me of something I learned from Ray DeVito. You know, this reminds me of something funny Kevin Brennan said. And he does say funny things, shitting on people. You get nothing. You get nothing. I love this. You're right. The Dabble verse is great. Who's the new guy? I love the new guy. Yep. And YouTube's the only winner. And that's the other thing. It's like, don't get me wrong. I appreciate the super chats. I do. But this is what I always say. Fucking, I never understood how, look, you could go to Compound Media and you could fucking pay $7 a month using Compound 20. I spelled it right. And get Anthony Cumia. And I'll say it again. Anthony Cumia and Gavin fucking once a week is worth $15 a week. I don't know why I picked 15. Because I doubled 7. I'm not trying to insult them. But you get Garrett and Steve. You get In Hot Water. You get Chrissy Mayer. You get fucking a studio where guests come in and chat. You get unfucking bridled. You get free speech. And I'm sorry. Cumia is the GOAT. You said it, women. You get this. You're like, we would rather give money. And again, I don't care if you're using super tips or not. You're giving money to YouTube to further fucking slowly restrict words and thoughts and fucking freedom of movement, whether you realize it or not. I should do a jump rope stream today. That's what I should fucking do. And I'll say it again. This is do as I say, not as I do. But I'm going to tell me one thing. Like I'm telling you, if you followed, I'm still very proud of I'll go over it again. I'll say it again. I'm one of the proudest things of my life is fucking things that have come in the past 6 years. One, just fucking going to see Frankie McDonald. It changes you. And I'll say it again. It wasn't something that I fucking bullet listed a 9-point plan. I just sat and looked at Manuela a week before and said, I have to do this. And the days before, I'm like, what am I doing? And she kept saying, you're gonna be happy you did this, or you need to go. And I did. And for me to say, like, I'm going, and I'll tell you why. Nope. It's like everything else. I acted, and then I fucking just enjoyed. I lived in point A, and then suddenly I'm at point B. I'm very proud of the fact that I did my own critical thinking during the fucking lockdown. I did. I didn't listen to the shit on YouTube. Fucking the last thing, like another thing that swayed me on YouTube was when the Bakersfield doctors, and if you know, came out like a month in and said, yeah, this is, we need to fucking stop wearing masks. We need to not do the lockdown. And they said when a baby, and it's simple fact, they said when a baby is born, you don't put him in a plastic bubble and say, I hope nothing happens to him. You put him out there. You say, get immune to things. And fucking the fucking people literally said, somebody looked at him and said, hey, so you think you know more about diseases than Dr. Fauci? And the guy just calmly said, I know more about this disease right now than Dr. Fauci because I've been seeing patients for 3 months. While Dr. Fauci is sit there fucking endorsing checks from the fucking FDA and the CDC and fucking Pfizer and Merck. He didn't say that part. Didn't matter. They took him down anyway. And that's what it is. You're like, yeah, but I really like Kevin Brennan the way he shits on people, so I gave him $50. You gave fucking him $35. You gave $15 to the overlords on YouTube that say that's a bad word until finally we forget it ever existed. Fucking that is the definition of fucking Marxism. You take away words, you take away statues, you take away fucking lessons until people are like, well, obviously the government's in charge and we should listen to Big Brother. Obviously, fucking the vaccine is the only way to go because everything else is misinformation. Obviously, fucking Joe Biden has our best interest because we need to give money now to Taiwan. Stop it. But no, I really like how funny Kevin is sitting in his house getting redder and fucking shitting on people. And you can do that. And trust me, I've done it. But I'm lucky that every day I can't imagine a day in the life of these people where they're just like, all right, I have to, don't get me wrong. I do this once a week and it's great. It's fun. But every day I wake up and I'm like, I get to go to the studio. And I've never taken that for granted. I get to fucking, and I fucking wake up. I have my coffee. I light a cigar sometimes more often, increasingly more often, you know. Shut up, Brian Clowder. And I throw together some show prep that we might get to. And then I just go and hang with my buddies. And it's great. It's great, which is why it's easier for us to talk about things because we live things, okay? But when you wake up like Kevin Brennan every day and just say, all right, 4 o'clock, got to get ready to shit on people. If you don't and don't get me wrong, he's like, I work out. You ride a bike? You fucking piazza? Stop it. Stop it. And let me tell you something else. YouTube. Fucking, and this is how he furthers the insult. When I say the word nigger, I'm sorry, my stream, no one's in here. I'm using it to prove a point. When fucking Kevin calls someone a Newport, a piazza, and a shuli, he's fucking using the slur kike, nigger, and faggot. Do you get that? And if you think what I just said was racist and wasn't calling out a racist, that's your litmus test. That's your litmus test. And let me tell you how things evolve. Because in the world of fucking the Dabbleverse, Newport should be the N-word. In the world of the fucking Dabbleverse, fucking Jews should fucking strike his channel for saying shuli. In the world of the Dabbleverse, fucking gay people should fucking lose his mind when he says piazza. No, Gene, you don't understand because YouTube is making words matter. So when I'll say the N-word now just to not freak you out. That's the problem. It's not when someone says, see that Newport beat his fucking Newport wife? That's not the problem. When the guy says, hey, don't look at me, I'm not a piazza. That's not piazza-phobic. That was pretty good, piazza-phobic. It is. It fucking is. But keep fucking saying, no. I found a workaround for YouTube so I can still shit on black people, Jews, and fucking gays. Stop it. Stop it. That's the fucking problem. That's the fucking problem. Gino is also Dr. Grouchy. Shut up, Sonic Rat. Fucking my radio light still goes out because of you and your fucking nomadic family. Let's see what Women of DirecTV has to say. Gino, this is all great, but can you move your head? Kiki is getting undressed in the background. Manuela! I don't know who the new guy is, but I love him. Well, apparently it's 3 women. It's the Women of DirecTV. Oh my God, the Women of DirecTV. That. Look at this. That avatar is one of the twins from the Artie Lang show. Oh, in fact, I'll tell you what it's both twins. I didn't realize. Shout out to Women of DirecTV. This avatar is from the final Artie Lang show episode. I remember that. I used to do that all the time. Hopefully Women of DirecTV enjoyed me on that show. I had a lot of fucking fun with it. I really fucking did. Rumblecat, $5. Sorry, I missed it. Upon listening to that episode with Schultz's pal, when that cull was trying to chip away at Jake and Louie, Jake came across calm, cool, and very slick. Jake and Louie, ready for this, people? In hot water on Monday. They will be on In Hot Water on Monday. Cannot wait. And here, let me watch. I'll give you the week's lineup. Thank you, Rumblecat, for the $5 Canadian dollars. The lineup: Jake and Louie on Monday, Rich Schultz and fucking Jim Stansel on Tuesday. We're doing a political fundraiser on fucking Tuesday night in Jersey for Republicans. Hard to believe. Then on Wednesday, oh yeah, Schultz is Tuesday. Okay. Then on Wednesday, you ready for this? Carl. You know Carl from fucking Canada. And on Thursday, fucking an author whose name I forget that Lainey booked, and it's going to be fucking great. Again, I can tell you our schedule. And of course, all the fun hijinks you'd expect from watching me and Garrett and Steve. It's amazing. It's fucking amazing. Yeah, people don't care. People don't care. People don't care because it's easier. It's like, hey, here's what's easier. Let's just fucking watch. Let's watch the fucking Dabbleverse. What are we doing? And I'm the same way, but sorry, I'm taking a break there. I'm the same way, but it's like, look, I've had it. I've had it. Like, and I'm telling you, where can I watch my Master Arch? Send me an email and I'll send you the link with a password for it. Okay. Shoot, you have my email, right? Or just have Lainey do it, and I'll send it to you. And I'm pretty sure I'm surprised there's no clips up. You were fucking great. And I'll have the In Hot Water guy make what do you use more, Master Arch? Do you use the YouTube? Excuse me. I think I saw you were bigger on the Twitter than the Instagram. So I'll have him put a clip up on the page so we can get that out as well. But shoot me an email, buddy. And my Cash App. Like, I thought Cash App, and I'm not busting your balls because you see me, I'm white trash, sitting here smoking. I thought Cash App was the ghetto one, Master Arch. Now watch, now, either or. Love this guy. But yeah, that was fun, dude. Fucking, I will say this, shout out to Lainey, and she knows it. Lainey, if you don't know, she's the booker that gets a lot of the porn stars for us, and she gets us. Like, when and I apologize to her and Master Arch because I had such a crazy month going to Canada and all this stuff. And I kept, thank God that they didn't say fuck you because I kept pushing them back for weeks. But Master Arch did not disappoint. Yeah, it's definitely, yeah, Vicky Small Wonder, money is money. Brick Hard Cheese, I am 50% Sicilian. Thank you so much. I don't know what that means, but yeah. So anyway, yeah. That was my point about fucking the Dabbleverse versus, you know, and I almost said In Hot Water, but just versus anything. Like, you know, when you give $7 to fucking, I feel like I'm doing a telethon now, but I mean it. When you buy a subscription to Compound Media, when you buy a subscription to fucking Gum Fridays, when you buy these things, you know what? We get all the money. Well, actually, Patreon takes a little bit, but that's understandable. Patreon takes a little bit. Okay. Oh, I could take that down. What do we have coming up? Oh, should I put my shows up? No, I have to redo my shows. What show do we have coming up? We're doing the political fundraiser on Tuesday. You're doing one the 10th. Fuck the Uniparty. Apparently, I'm doing a comedy show. I'm doing some comedy where Keanu's hosting that's supposedly saying vote for Robert Kennedy Jr., but we're not. I'm voting for Trump. I don't care what anyone says. Women of DirecTV. Chunk Style. Chunk Style. Yo, Gino, you are always right, buddy. I am. And
Say that to him.
Shut up, Manuela. What am I? I'll say it again. I'm always right unless I'm wrong. And when I'm wrong, I admit it. Name one thing I've been wrong about that I've denied. Name one thing. I'm not wrong. And I'll say it for the 90th time. It's not me arrogantly being, you're stupid. It's me fucking hilariously saying, I'm stupid. And I get this. Well, you know, the vaccine's better than natural immunity. I'm stupid. And I remember in 3rd grade them saying fucking 500 million years of evolution. Fucking we built up immunity and the weak die when something happens, but the survivors are stronger. It's called natural selection. It's Darwinism. I'm stupid and I know that. But smart people are like, well, if you got sick and have natural immunity, you should still get vaccinated because then you'll be super immune. No, doubly's not enough. Super immune. Super immune. What's that? You're not, Manuela. Look. Look at Manuela. You're a hardy people, Manuela. Love that girl. Cholo? Isn't Cholo like a gang sign? That's a churro. Are you churro? Love her. She's going to smother me with that pillow in my sleep, and she should. Vicky Small Wonder, people don't care about my vaccine philosophy. And good. I never said you better listen to me. Never did. I never did. Do you understand? People don't care about my vaccine philosophy. You're right. But the left wants you to fucking care about theirs. Thank you for proving my point, Vicky Small Wonder. Jesus Christ. Women of DirecTV super chat immune. Gino's monitor is a TV. Yeah, I like that. We don't like that. Easy 123. That's an easy name. How'd you get that one? It's not mandated anymore. Thank you. Spanish bro. Vicky Small Wonder, I don't know where you're going with this. We know it's not mandated anymore. And that should infuriate, that shouldn't infuriate you. Forgive me, Small Wonder. Yeah, it's not mandated. And even when it was mandated, that didn't make it a law. You talk like someone who fucking got it just because you thought a mandate was a law. And you know what else isn't even in existence anymore? Vicky Small Wonder, fucking the vaccine cards, which they literally were made out to be the equivalent of fucking papers during World War II and the Holocaust. And now they just quietly, thank you, baby. They just quietly fucking dismiss them from existence. Although fucking 5 people just got fired. A bunch of people, watch this. This proved my point. Watch this. Gmail said a bunch of people, I think it was 11, just got fired from their jobs because they used, you think the mandate doesn't matter anymore because we're still feeling the effects of it? Let me see if I can find this. 11 Long Island Railroad employees suspended without pay. And do you know why? Would you like to know why, Vicky Small Wonder? I'll tell you. And then I'll check up on the draft, which is still. Would you like to know why, Vicky Small Wonder? Well, you see, 11 employees were suspended without pay because they were accused of submitting fake vaccine cards. Now, I know it's not mandated anymore, Vicky Small Wonder, and I know that since it's not mandated, none of it matters, but it seems to me, it seems to me if it's not mandated anymore, no one should care about something that's not mandated anymore because we found out there were a lot of mistakes made and the vaccine wasn't as good as touted. But you get Vicky Small Wonder, who will never sit at a bar and say this to your face and hides behind a fucking avatar of a fucking child actor from the fucking 80s. He's like, it doesn't matter. Officials say a dozen MTA workers, and I'm sorry that this only makes my blood boil. Officials say a dozen MTA workers are off the job today following accusations of submitting fake COVID-19 vaccination cards, which I helped distribute, YouTube. I didn't give them any unless they're fans of In Hot Water, but we made sure people got vaccination cards in their hands. And one of the greatest things I ever also fucking achieved over the past few years working at that desk is when someone said to me, thank God you got us that card. I was allowed to be with my grandmother in the hospital while she was dying. And if you don't understand, it's not mandated anymore. You know what was mandated that you will never get back? Vicky Small Wonder, you stupid cunt. I'm probably going to ban you because I cannot. I'm doing you a favor banning you because you're too stupid to fucking make me keep bringing up redundant points. Okay? But you know what was mandated and it's not anymore? Fucking people weren't allowed to sit with their elderly parents when they were dying of COVID, which is the very people COVID killed because when they fucking made this virus in a lab in Wuhan, they did the simple thing. Let's fucking kill a lot of people, but let's make sure they're useless so we can get rid of the useless people to society and scare the stupid ones into being sheep. That's what they did. And it was mandated then that you couldn't be with a sick person. So fucking millions of people sat there dying alone because if you took 2 weeks of medical school or saw 3 episodes of Grey's Anatomy, you know one of the greatest healing powers in the world is the fucking touch of a fucking loved one.
Are you saying it killed millions?
It killed millions of elderly people. That's the fact. That's the fact. I danced through raindrops. I danced through raindrops. Daily Show with Gino Biscani. Fuck John fucking Stewart. He's another one that he's bringing back. He's like, oh, he said all the right things when he shit on fucking the ultimate cuck of Stephen Colbert. But don't kid yourself. He's working for the left. He's working for the left. CMOC says, my grandmother was in rehab for a broken arm. We couldn't see her and she died. But the mandate, no, I don't understand what the big problem is because, hey, CMOX, get the fuck over it. The mandate doesn't exist anymore. What do you care about your dead grandmother that Fauci killed with terror and isolation? Thoughts on Ray DeVito? I think Chunk Style is just super chatting everything you don't want me to do. He's the one that said Gino was right again.
Thanks, Chunk Style.
Let me tell you something. Oh my God, look at this asshole. Oh, that's not the real Jake Hudson. Hey, Gino, I licked the vaccine off another man's butthole. Am I going to be okay? You're going to be fine. Colt C. Where the fuck has he been? Just when I thought Ray couldn't be any more hateable, Dr. Chow goes and reminds us there's more. Colt C, it's good to see you, buddy. Colt C, and I'm going to take your word for it, Avatar guy. Do you have 2 avatars? Because I might be talking to a fake Colt C, because the Colt C I know has a red fucking shirt on in his avatar.
Wow.
But I'm guessing you're the real Colt C, because a fake Colt C would just say odd things. You seem to be on brand. You have 2 avatars or something, buddy? I love this guy. He's like, I'm red and MLC. I didn't realize you had home and away jerseys, Colt. So you wear the red home jersey for MLC and you wear the fucking blue away t-shirt. I love this guy. I love Victoria. Victoria says he's running blue today. He's running blue. All right. Let me go back to this one sec, because again, oh, where'd it go? Sorry. Why did I do it wrong? All right, let me take you down to Chinatown. Did we get it all? Officials, the MTA Inspector General's office says a Metro North employee was fired and 11 LIRR workers were suspended without pay. Officials say the group's Vax cards were provided by Julia DeVuono of Amityville, the owner of the Wild Child Pediatric Healthcare. As News 12 has reported, DeVuono confessed to forging Vax cards. Prosecutors say her company made more than $1 million in the scheme. 4 of the LIRR workers admitted they were never actually vaccinated. Let me explain, Keanu, Manuela, why do you think they're putting this article out now when our good friend Vika, Small Wonder Robot, by the way, Chargers get quarterback Cam Hart out of Notre Dame, old school, long outside cornerback, huge with extreme length, moves well for his size, but probably won't be able to stay with the quick separators in the NFL on a regular basis. Regular basis, which is how often fucking EK Legend 2 gets hot, tight slice. Last resort grabbing gets him into trouble during the route. Speed is average and didn't make many plays on the ball, but not often tested. Maybe move to safety? There you go. Just keeping you up to date on the NFL draft. Round 5 is in progress. The Denver Broncos are on the board at 147. Now, Manuela, mi dispiace. Why is this article coming out now when, as Vika Davis, child sex star, whatever, told us the vaccine doesn't matter anymore? It's not mandated. Why would you say, and we can stop sharing, why would you say that one came out? Okay. What she was saying, allow me to translate. The 2 important articles, the 2 important bullets in this article, and unfortunately, none of them are a bullet in Fauci's head. Whoa. Baby, he should be shot. I'll say it. He should be. Okay. The doom clone. Guys, the turn. I don't even know why this guy does this, but I mean, I hope it's working. Doom, the clone. Okay. Get rid of those because I can't be bothered. Doom the Clone 5, Doom the Clone 18. Jesus Christ. I'm going to take him out too, just because it clutters my chat. Sorry, buddy. I'm just taking you out because you clutter my chat. Okay. You don't care. Doom easy 1, 2, 3. Jesus Christ. Doom, let's turn. I almost banned you, easy 1, 2, 3. I apologize because I was looking at the turn thing. Hack Rider, a demon, you're banned. Just fun for me to do that. I'm sorry. Doom Clone 5 banned, just so I could see the chat better. You understand. It's not you, it's me, guys. Victoria, I'm just banning people that say the turn. Hold on. Yeah, Doom Clone 10. Victoria, am I allowed to ban people that fucking are just, Doom Clone 10, the turn. Okay, good. What was I going to say? I will tell. Is Keek sewing back there? No. What are you doing? Do you, sir? Do you, sir? Do you sew, by the way, baby?
I used to be able to sew. I'm not good at it.
Really?
Yeah, dog. I have a sewing machine and everything.
Really?
It's one of my many talents.
What's
I can only make pillows, and I made a kimono in stage. It was a costuming class.
Really?
I got a B+. It was a shitty kimono.
By the way, my buddy, this guy Peter Coe, keeps sending me acting stuff. I don't know why I haven't sent him. You're like, I should have him send you out for things. Just like,
Yeah.
I don't know why I just thought of that.
Send me some pages.
I don't know what that means, but I will hook you up with that because he sent me 2 auditions this week and I hated. I didn't do either. Oh, please. He sent me 2 in the past 2 months and I talked about it on In Hot Water. I don't want to do any of those. I don't want to. Now, as I was saying, the reason, so there you go. Keep it cool. Laugh my fucking ass up when Gino turns his back. So the reason they're doing all that, if I may, is because the election's coming up and if they bring back another fucking pandemic, if they bring back another COVID, they want you to know 2 things. And then I'll give you my thoughts on EM Finance chunk style. Thank you for asking. They want you to know 2 fucking things. They want you to know, 1, that fucking let us catch you for using these fucking cards. Let us catch you. Fuck off. I said it before. I'll say it again, and I'll say it in the future if need be. No one checks the cards. You cannot mandate a vaccine. Those cards were just to see who was dumb enough to follow along. And the people checking the cards, did anyone ever give someone a card that at a restaurant that wasn't a fucking girl in her senior year playing hostess? Did anyone ever show a card to someone at a bar that wasn't a fucking bouncer that doubles for Amazon as a delivery? No. Stop it. And the people, by the way, fucking the cards you got from us, they didn't cost anything. Okay? Didn't cost anything. And they want you to know fucking they got the person that got caught got fined $1 million. Why? Because we want to make sure you're not dumb enough to try and profit off this shit either. Make sure you're fucking scared. Make sure you're fucking afraid to give them out and make sure you're fucking afraid to use them and fuck these fucking people. But again, it's not mandated. So who cares? Who cares? Sorry about your dead aunt, C-Mox, your grandmother, but no one cares. Weren't allowed to see her. No one cares. That was back when it was mandated. We were foolish. They just want you to forget. And what better way to teach you to forget than keep you on YouTube? Fucking give them cake and circus. Give them bread and circus. Give them bread and circus. That's what they said. Make sure you fucking the Mandela effect. We talked about that. You remembered it wrong. No one fucking that never met fucking. You can't take 5 people in different parts of the country who never met who will have a collective memory of something wrong the same fucking way. Stop listening to these fucks. How'd they get in? Through the window? How'd they get through the 2-ton doors, Kevin Nabrowski? I don't care. Ugh. EM Finance is not a good comedian. That was easy enough.
I disagree.
Okay, tell me one of his funny jokes.
Tell me anybody's funny jokes.
I can tell you any comedian's funny jokes. I've told you Fred Rubino's funny jokes. I've told you Dave Attell's funny jokes. I've told you Louis C.K.'s funny jokes. I've told you Don Rickles' funny jokes. I will tell you, I just shit on Kevin Nabrowski. I can tell you his funny jokes.
I don't mind watching a comedian if I keep one of their jokes.
Of course you find him entertaining because it's a time suck. But, you know, I've said this all the time and you'll love this. Okay, you know who's a funny gay comedian? God, I can't think of his name now. First, I'll think of it when I'm not thinking of it. You know who's not a funny gay comedian?
Gino Visconti.
That was so good. Walked right into it. Mario Cantone. He's not a funny gay comedian. Don't get me wrong. He was great on Sex and the City. He was great. I didn't watch it, but he was great. You know why? Because he just did this. Oh, I'm gay and blah, blah, blah. You want to know 2 funny gay comedians? Obvious. Kate Meany's dad. Kevin Meany was hilarious. Okay. And why can't I think of his?
I know who you're talking about. Why can't I either? Seller comedian.
He hangs out with Jessica Kirsten all the time.
Yes.
God damn it.
Celery.
Danny Cohen.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
I am. There's a comedian, Danny Cohen, who's gay, but he goes on stage and he doesn't say he's gay. You just know he's gay. And he did this joke ages ago. He's like, I live in a small apartment. He's like, he goes, I live in a small apartment and the bed is right by the stove. One time I was making dinner late and my nightgown caught on fire. That's a fucking funny joke. And he goes, no more butterfly sleeves. That's a funny joke. And again, watch this. Here's a litmus test. Anytime someone says, I think they're funny, tell me a funny joke.
Mateo Lane.
Tell me a funny joke of his.
Oh, he's really funny.
He's
You
not.
don't like Mateo Lane?
I like Mateo Lane, but he's not funny.
Whoa.
He's more Mario Cantone. He's gay and he's good looking and he has a mustache, and those are enough boxes to get him at the cellar for diversity.
Ooh, I think he's really sharp and funny.
Tell me one of his sharp, funny
I'm
jokes.
sorry, I can't recall his jokes.
I can say 5 of your fucking jokes.
You hear me all the time.
They're funny and memorable.
See.
Fucking Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
Dombrowski does a joke where he's like, he had to see the movie Passengers, and the punchline is, for work. Would you wake me up for work tomorrow? And if you don't know that joke, then go listen to Dombrowski's album because he's hilarious. He's hilarious. But Kevin doesn't get as much work because Mateo Lane is brilliant. Is that what he? And I get it. He's Spanish like you, Manuela. But he doesn't get as much work because Ian Fidance fucking is bisexual and fucking sucks at the teeth of Dave Attell. Stop it. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not. But that's the test. That's the test. Fucking Chrissy Mayer. Fucking I blinked. If you know that joke, you'll laugh your ass off. It's fucking brilliant. Can't be bothered when all you have to say is fucking, is he funny? No. Chunk Style wrote, she likes Ian. Walk away, Gino. Call me, Kiki. I'm going to tell you this about Ian Fidance. I like Ian as a person. I've hung out with him. Ian's very fucking liberal. Ian's very fucking pro-vax and all that stuff. And he would come into the studio and we would fight like fucking guys that fucking knew each other from Delaware because we are. That doesn't mean I think he's funny. I don't think he's not funny. If I can hedge my bet and say, it's not like I watch him and say, why the fuck is this guy on stage? Which you say about people now. Like we watched that trans comedian, and don't think I'm being homophobic. I watched a gay movie yesterday and it was great. I watched that trans comedian on fucking, whatchamacallit, Seth Meyers. And I'm like, why the fuck is he on stage? We watched that fucking HBO thing on The Dump on Monday or Tuesday with Stancil and Steven. I'm like, what the fuck is this woman doing? But please, that's the litmus test. Hey, I like this comedian. Tell me one of his jokes. Fred Rubino. I hate these guys whose dads want to be your friend. That's not how it is. When I was a kid growing up, my dad was an asshole. My dad made me paint my own bedroom when I was 8. I said to my father, I can't bring people over to look at this. I'm embarrassed. What am I going to tell them? He said, tell them you're a lousy painter. It's fucking funny. That's the litmus test. BYB Podcast, member for a month. Thank you. Aaron and Gino equals watch all Dabble reverse content, argue they're different, argue with trolls, keep up with everything said about them, rinse, repeat. If you think that's what In Hot Water is, BYB Podcast, that would explain the direction your podcast is going. That would explain why you will fucking do anything for clicks, why you'll be a friend. You're becoming Chad. You are. I'll talk to you in real life. It's fine. And then you'll betray your friends for Dabble versus clicks. Lemmy does it too. It breaks my heart. I love her. I've met her. Fucking same thing with who's your boy? Fucking Granny. Fucking the In Hot Water guy sent me a clip of Granny who came to my show. He's like, he literally said Gino screams the N-word on stage all the time. That's all you're doing. So BYB Podcast, I love you. Thanks for the fucking $4.99. Let me rephrase. Thanks for the fucking $3.50. YouTube, thanks you for $1.50 to further the bullshit you do. But you need to take a long look. You need to wheel yourself up to a mirror and ask yourself, what am I doing? And again, you can take the thing like that we are different. And I like arguing with trolls because I do a show fucking Monday through Thursday where I don't have to do this. This is my little hello, Manuela. Yes. Manuela, did you see the episode of BYB Podcast where Granny said I was a terrible comedian, unfunny, and I just screamed the N-word on stage?
Yeah, probably.
Yes. Now let me ask you another thing. Haven't I met Granny and Lemmy personally? Didn't they see the show and laugh? So do you think it's possible they're just doing exactly what they do on these things? Well, I'm going to say this to start a war with them and get clicks. No one cares.
Yeah.
No one cares. But yeah, and I'm going to say this to you again. I love you, Derek, but you're becoming that. And the fact that you let him say these lies and didn't stand up because you're like, and then he texts fucking the water guy, we'll start a radio war. You're a faggot. And I don't mean like the talented gays I saw in a movie yesterday. I mean, you're a fucking hack. That's, and, you just, okay. And again, if you think this.
Anybody takes him very seriously. You know,
Well, then that's the whole point. I don't. Right,
like
but
falls out his chair.
But everything I say is very serious. Everything. I just told you why Ian Fidance wasn't a good comedian. I didn't do what they would do in the Dabbleverse. He sucks. I'm funnier than him. I told you exactly why, and I asked you a question. I said, name a funny joke of his. And then I said to the fucking, the entire chat in between trolls and blah, blah, blah. I said, that's the litmus test for a comedian. If you can do that. I'm talking about life here. Where you going, baby? Manuela.
I'm leaving. I'm going
Donde va?
to Guatemala.
Oh, by the way, donde good? Donde good?
Wow.
It's my fucking.
Buenos dias.
Not a word.
Churro.
Not a word. Not a
go to
word.
Louisiana.
Not a word.
Be back.
I love you, baby.
Yeah.
We are Mr. Kill Friendly. We're very friendly, and I'll have this beef. I could have this conversation with Derek. I talk to Derek on air like I would off air, and what he's doing is fucking sad, fucking clickbait bullshit. That's all. That's all. And I've always I love fucking hookers. I love fucking gay men. I'm kidding. I love.
I'll say.
Not now, Manuela.
See.
You were supposed to clean that. You're supposed to clean up that mess. I never keep watching every Dabbleverse show and pretending you aren't in it. I never said I wasn't in the Dabbleverse, Derek. Never. I never said that. In fact, who'd I tell that they were? I think I told you're in the Dabbleverse, and I told someone else, Derek. That's why I love Derek. Derek, you know I never said. I know I'm in the Dabbleverse. I said a couple months ago I was filling in for Ant on his show, and I reached out to Alex Stein, and I said, "Hey, Alex, you want to do the Cunha show with me?" And he's like, "I'm trying to get away from the Dabbleverse." I know. Thank you very much. So, I said, I know I'm in the Dabbleverse. I can't remember who the guy I said last week on In Hot Water. I'm like, you don't. He's like, I don't want to be in the Dabble. Oh, Carl. I said it to Carl, didn't I? He's like, I don't want to be in the I'm like, you're in the Dabbleverse. You're in a Mr. Kill Every. Mr. God forgive me, Mr. Kill Every. You're in a My Lost Interest clip. You're in it. You don't choose it. You dip your toe in the river of the Dabble quitty, and it's on you. It's on you. I'd love to get drunk with Quad sometime. That's without a doubt. Milwaukee Mike, you only scream the N-word on stage. When is he at 3 Monkeys? Shut up. Dave H, my wife died and you guys are arguing. What are you talking about, Dave H? Sorry for your loss. Is that what we say here? Call from restricted. This isn't him. No way. Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
Who's this? Johnny Payton 8?
Yeah, it is.
I just saw you in the. I cheated. I just saw Johnny Payton 8. Have you talked to Ray yet? Ladies and gentlemen, one of my faves.
Fuck Ray. Ray.
I would dare say the number one Gradcast caller, Johnny Payton 8. What's up, buddy? How are you, man?
Shout out to Chairman Chow. Shout out to Chris Mack. Shout out to all your fans, man. Fuck Ray DeVito. Let's just restore a rayless world, all right? Can we please do that, everybody?
Yeah. Now, did I not say, Johnny Payton 8, did I not say 2 years ago, everything they're saying about Ray, it's like, yeah, I told you. He's a professional.
You've known it forever.
What's that?
Guy's a liar. I said you've known it forever. Guy's a liar since the tennis court show with all the bullshit. I was just rewatching it might be Quadfather's best episode when he sneak attacked Ray with you, and Ray just literally freaks out, starts sweating, and then jumps off like a little baby after like 45 seconds. I mean, it's Quad's best work. Ray can't take the heat. That's why, Ray, May 7th at the stand, be very, very careful. Tread very lightly. You have a lot of belligerence there, Ray. So just be extremely cautious while you're at the stand on May 7th, okay? Thank you very much. What else?
Well, what else is, and that's the other thing about Ray. He literally, he's the one, he thinks he thinks everything's real, and he's like, he tries to create all this drama in the boxes on YouTube when no one. I went to fucking the Stand last month, and I'm sitting there drinking with fucking Stancil, and he walks in and fucking.
I know, and you say, "Move on, move on."
Yeah, because Stancil bumped fists with him, and I'm on my phone taking a break, and I look up, and I just fucking out of reflex go to bump fists with him. So I'm bumping fists with him, and I realize who it is. In that moment, I'm like, just walk the fuck on. Walk the fuck away. And he literally, for a split second, thought we were going to quote him, no. And he literally thinks everyone's like, at the Stand is like, what's going on? Who's going to show up? No one cares. And all that's, it's literally, I'm trying to think, it's like the movie, it's a bizarre reference, but it's like, and I love it's the Ant-Man movie, the first one, not Ant-Man and the Wasp, when they're fighting on the miniature train set. And fucking, it looks like this giant fucking train wreck, and the train just goes click off the track when you watch actual size. Ray thinks it's going to be this big fucking thing in the sand. And like when someone does walk in and starts screaming at him, they're going to be like, well, you know, from fucking BYB and fucking, God forgive me, BYB. Well, you know, from fucking the Kevin Brennan. What? He's not here. Well, and then Melton, who are you talking about? Ray, you got to go. You got to handle this shit outside. And don't ever bring this shit to our club again. And he'll be like, I don't. And the more he'll try and explain it through the Dabble verse, the more he's going to be fucking angry at them. Why don't you want to? And I'm going to look forward to that as much as I loved watching Pat Dixon last night. Someone sent me, they're like, you got to go look at Pat right now. He's got 85 viewers and he's not even talking on fucking Rumble because he knows how badly he fucked up.
Gosh, he's on that Rumble, huh? I mean, it's hard to even find that thing. But listen, Stevie Lou, man, he's got a legitimate beef with Ray. I mean, this is real personal now. Ray's really, really fucked up. I mean, it's crazy. It is really going to be crazy. And Stancil will be there. You'll be there. All the guys are excited. Let me ask you one quick thing.
Of course.
All right. Your friend Aaron M. Holt, right? This guy's in the media recently, right? As you know.
What do you mean in the media?
He's just been a talking point for all these people because they view it as the divorce show. Like literally, they think that it's the divorce show. What lessons you're going to be married, what, in October or something?
Yes.
What lessons can you draw from this, like, thing that's gone on because imagine this will never happen with you where Keanu's like, I'm never going to go on the air ever again. No. That will never happen. So what can you glean from this problem that they're having that you can instill into your own life because you're, a big star as well and you've got a famous wife as well. So what lessons? Because it's about lessons and growth. And I'm going to base this on Aaron. That's a good question. And that is a good question.
That's a great question. Look at this. And we'll get back to Money Baboon. Actually, shout out Money Baboon. Just upgraded my Gum Friday sub to $10 tier. Looking forward to the bonus content. Glad to support you, Compound, Garrett, and Steve. And yeah, we literally, and then I'll get to all the comments applauding your question. Literally, you got this guy's getting what I'm saying. Hey, fucking $10 a month. You get to support me, Garrett, and Steve, and you get bonus stuff. Christchurch, I have to take the turn. And after I answer your question, you're going to explain why I fucking get, what is it called? Bombed with the turn, fatty patty, the turn. But I'm going to base it on, here's what I can glean. And I listened to something Aaron Imholt said, and I'm like, of course. Because Aaron Imholt, he literally said, it's like, it's my fault. Fucking, April had a factory job. I didn't want her working there. I was kind of insecure about it. I wanted her here with me, so I brought her into this world. And of course it didn't work because she wasn't cut out for that. You know what I mean? But for me, I did the exact opposite. And I say this all the time. What I gleaned from it is, God damn it, I'm fucking not full of shit. Because when I did this with Dombrowski. When Dombrowski was first doing In Hot Water once every other week, I didn't want to say, this is my good friend Kevin, so I'm going to shove him in your face. Like, I brought him on every other week till people are like, he should be on every week. I'm like, I know. You know what I mean? Same thing with Keanu. Keanu, I'm sorry if you think I'm simping. She's hilarious. And she's great on the show, and she calls in, does her bits, gets the fuck out. One time, Steve asked her to sit in on the dump, and since she was there, I'm like, you're staying here. It was the first time, and people love her on the show. Don't get me wrong, a couple people are like, oh, I can't take it. And it's all the fucking, fucking haters and trolls. Then whatever. But when she filled in and anchored the show with Gigi during the fucking, I almost said the Holocaust, the eclipse, it was amazing. So what I gleaned from that is I fucking put people where they want to be because I set people up to succeed. I do. That's the basis of In Hot Water. And that's fucking me and Kiana's relationship. Like, I set her up to succeed, and when I fuck up, I own it, and vice versa. You know what I mean? Like, and I literally had I've been in such a fucking fog lately, and I had a fucking chat with her for fucking 2 hours the other night while we were just sitting around talking. And like, I value her opinion. I'm sure fucking he values April's, but I'm like, when you try and force someone to be something they're not for the wrong reasons, then you're going to get this shit. But I talk to Aaron all the time, and I'm sure this will get clipped, but Aaron fucking has talked to me, like Aaron and April, they're hashing their shit out in their own way at their house, as crazy as that sounds. And that's another reason I watch fucking Fatty Patty Melton. And I'm like, it's boring. And like, you want so bad. This is when fucking the Dabbleverse gets into a toxic fucking world for the fucking, you reap what you sow. Like, it's like, I don't give them a second thought. He needed in that video last night to see something terrible. He needed it. Why? And he couldn't find anything. So he's literally, look at these stacks of papers. Oh, he uses the same picture. I'm like, God damn it, that's sad. That's sad. You know,
Let me ask you this quick question, okay?
Yeah, by the way, everyone, I didn't say, everyone's like, great question. Everyone loved the question. So
everyone's great, okay?
Was that a good answer, by the way?
It was a great answer, but why does your friend Aaron do this business where he says, if you guys in the audience don't donate $300, then I'll just out of my personal money donate the rest of it? It's this very strange like accounting that goes on that I just learned about this yesterday because all these people talk about it. Your friend Chad and your friend Patrick talk about it all the time. Hours they discuss this financial stuff. Why don't you do a system like that where you say, guys, on this Groundcast we're going to raise $400. And then all the money that we don't get from 400, I'll just donate it to the corporation. Why don't you do that? I don't get it.
Because and I'll take this comment down. One, in defense,
and that's another good question. And I'm being fair and I'm playing straight. But
when I think you ask,
let's go.
No, please. You are. These are great questions. And when you ask questions that I think are too much or just fucking vindictive, do I not yell at you? These are great questions.
You put up on me for asking vindictive questions, but I like Aaron. I feel bad. I mean, really, he does have 50 shows doing a lot of stuff on him right now. It's too much. You don't have to answer that question.
I want to answer that question. I want to answer that question, though.
Thank you. Okay.
One, we all do our own accounting method, and he fucking did it before. He does it on a different platform. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I wouldn't want to do it that way, but that's his way of organizing stuff. That's his way of like doing, all right, every $5 super chat, I won't count the fifth one, and that'll go to whatever. And that's fine. And the reason he does, he started a different way, and that's his model. That's what he's used to. It's like, this is the goal, and he's German, so he's efficient, and he's like, this has to be my nut every week, and if I don't make it, I'll take it out of my savings. So I always have fucking this nut every week. And I'm lucky enough. Why don't I do that? Because I live in the old model where I say you pay this much a month and I will fucking give you fucking more than you fucking paid for. To this day, I'm very grateful, but I'll never understand how fucking, as they're called, and I think it's so gay when they're like, he's one of my high rollers. I don't get how fucking a guy like Borgo, and I'm sorry that the universe provides, if you don't understand how being an unhealthy fuck that sits at home, that fucking spent their whole life making money and try to fucking buy friends with it, being a high roller on MLC, fucking apparently this guy's so fucking fat, pathetic, ugly, and out of shape that he had to have toes amputated because he walked on hot fucking pavement. That has never happened to anyone in history unless you're fat and diabetic and you don't know what is going on. So I don't understand how fucking some people will sit at home and just give money, and I appreciate when they do. Victoria, look, he's not, well, have him waddle over here and tell me his weight. Thank God he's not fat, Victoria, because he has 3 less toes to support whatever poundage is above them. Had it with these fucking people. And he fucking...
All right, let me ask you one more thing here.
You're 2 for 2, buddy. You want to pressure... I'm kidding. Go on, buddy. Right. I love this.
Aaron, I'm fine with. They got a unique thing. They're, family. But here's the thing about Aaron is he's got a wife. He has a house. He's got a thing. It's going on. There's this other guy that doesn't have a dwelling, and he's 50 years of age, Gino, and he doesn't have... He stays... Imagine if you were... Literally, Gino, picture your parents' friends who are now in their 70s and 80s in their old home somewhere in New Jersey where you grew up. And imagine you live there for free, and that's your whole life, and you're 50. No girl, no money, no clout, just this weird little life. And all you do is take shots at people and then get stoned and drunk as shit.
We are on the
every
phone
night.
with Johnny Payton 8. Keep it cool. Sorry to confuse you if you are bouncing back and forth. So, yeah, go on.
I mean, Gino, picture that. You don't have a dwelling. You go back and forth from Cleveland to your old parents' friend's house to New York to do the stand for $10. I mean, it's just crazy. Then people take shots at you every night online. I mean, what is this with this Ray guy? How can this guy develop as a human and just move up?
Okay, well, I'm going to answer that by answering someone in the chat. Dude, why do you care? I'll tell you why I care. Run DOC, who I'm sure is a chicken smoking a cigar in a cartoon. Because he's LARPing, and I'll tell him why I care by answering your question, Johnny Payton. Because Ray is LARPing as a comedian. I lived the life Ray was fucking 2015, going on 9 years ago, and I owned it. When I split up with my fucking girl at the time, she's like, I'm moving to Brooklyn. Excuse me, I'm moving from Brooklyn to Manhattan. I'm like, I'm just taking all my shit, throwing it in a car. And I minimized and I took fucking everything I really needed to put it in Aunt Olga's basement, lived out of my car, not in my car. And I embraced it. And it was the greatest fucking like 18 months of my life, because I would fucking either fucking sleep on my buddy's couch, stay in South Jersey at Aunt August, drive back, started doing the Artie Quitter podcast, or I'd fucking get a hotel. But no matter where, you woke up and you had to be somewhere better. And what I did was I'd wake up fucking on my buddy's couch and go to the Starbucks and write, go to the fucking Starbucks and write. I'd go to the fucking gym and work out. And since I had nowhere to really stay, I'd stay at the club, fucking unlike I did in a relationship, till like 1, 2 in the morning. And that's when I got passed at every club. That's when I fucking started working with Artie. That's when it happened for me, because I committed to being a comedian by living out of my car in New York. What Ray does, and he deserves the frustration, and this is why I care, Run DOC, and you better fucking text me, I apologize, I get it, or I'm banning you. But that's you. But Run DOC, I will never ban you, because you keep defending Ray and putting him in his hell, because Ray is LARPing as a comedian. Ray literally fucking, if he was doing what he was doing in New York or LA or even Chicago, that's one thing. But he's a failed comic who wants attention, and he's got sucked into YouTube, and he fucking drives fucking, like it became obvious when he drove fucking 5 hours to the Pottstown gig, cried till they gave him $200 to do 6 minutes of crowd work because he has no new stuff, and then fucking tried to vilify fucking Shuley and Bob because they fucking wouldn't let him stay at the place, and he got a free room anyway. He is fucking getting everything he fucking deserves. Hey,
He
push
dipped
up.
his toe in that river, right, Gino?
Yeah, so he's fucking LARPing, but you understand, he's like, he does all this shit to say he's a comedian, but at the end of the day, when he wakes up, he's in fucking the outskirts of Cleveland. When I would wake up and I'd talk about it, I was like, oh, I'm in New York. Oh, who is what I asked defending Ray? Oh, sorry, Run DOC. Nobody's defending Ray, but I'm saying, like, that's the fucking problem with fucking DeVito, and he doesn't get it. He thinks he's winning, and all he's making is super chat money so he can fucking go further and further into the fucking hole that is fucking his fucking rock bottom podcast, you know? And he's not getting on stage. He's talking. He's like, I got a show tonight. He's hosting an open mic, according to fucking Brennan in fucking in Dayton or something. It's awful. And do you understand? Like, when I did it, I owned it. I laughed about it. Like, I bragged about it. I'm like, yeah, living out of my car. You know what I mean? I laughed about it. And it was the best thing for me. I would go to LA for a month at a time. I had nothing here. And I would just hang out. And people would be like, what's Gino doing in LA? Is it pilot season? Fucking, you know, and you just let the optics of it go. I would do a fucking midnight spot at the store. I'd do a fucking 5 p.m. spot at the Improv. Someone put a picture on fucking Instagram, and look at that. Gino's doing closing 8 shows a fucking weekend at the Improv. No, but that's what it looks like. Ray DeVito is getting everything he deserves. He'll never fucking be a good comedian. He fucking literally, I'll say it again. He's like, oh, Gino thinks I stole the C word joke. You should be telling people you did so it's not exposed how terrible a comic you are. Literally, if you're at a club and someone says, say the C word, because there's a lot of Christians here, the only thing that makes sense, and a fucking porn star that did our show that paid that fucking answered a Craigslist ad to get raped in Florida in a porno, even said, oh, I get it, because Christian, she was dumb. She said, I get it, because Christians don't believe in Christmas. No, that would make it funny. Ray is awful. And the more people that back him up, further his collapse into stupidity. And I'll say it again. If you ever saw The Incredibles, this is what a hack Ray is. When everyone is special, no one is special. When Ray says, shout out to Dr. fucking Chow for saying this, I love everybody, Ray doesn't love anyone.
That's exactly
If
right.
you love everyone, then you fucking hate them as much as everyone else as well. Ray thinks we're stupid because stupid people think you're stupid. And Ray, trust me, do you think there's any chance of Ray ever getting his own place in New York, in Cleveland, let alone New York? No. He's a fucking fraud. He's a failure. And for all the fucking pushback I did against him, I'm sorry that I enjoy watching him fail. And again, let me say this to fucking my buddy Derek at BYB. If you don't think there's a lesson in that, if you think this is me saying I'm not in the Dabbleverse, this is me saying I was right. This is me saying you shouldn't have followed Ray DeVito. And this is me saying now that you're fucking entrenched in watching him lie, learn the lesson. Learn the lesson. Fucking once you dip your toe in the river of iniquity, you will eventually drown it. And that's what Ray's done. Ray is fucking going further and further into the role of obscure road hack in the outskirts of Cleveland. But he'll tell you he's doing great because he's fucking literally on a poster where they painted him as a baby and they're sick of him.
They're sick of him.
Melton
said he wouldn't be angry if Ray came off the show. But let me ask you this. Derek Quadfather, you have such a good show on BYB where you have Lemmy and all these guys, and you have clips, you take shots at people, and then you do the late night circuit with Ray, and it is so boring, Derek. You sit there like a statue and you enable this boring rambling from Ray. But I know what happens is Quadfather Derek, he has two screens up on his laptop, so he'll like surf Twitter while he's on with Ray. I swear to God he does it. So he doesn't say anything for like 30 minutes while Ray just goes on and on. Derek sits there like a statue. Derek, can you please sharpen it up when you're on Ray's show and come at him a little bit more and play some clips? I mean, Derek, how about next time you're on with Ray, you send Ari Jane or Dr. Chow the link at the same time. Spice it up. No need to sit there like a statue.
You want me to send Quadfather the link? I'm not. I've had it with Quadfather in boxes. Quadfather just texted, I'm always defending Ray and Gina. So exhausting.
Yeah.
I don't want you defending
Ray,
me
though?
if you fucking defend Ray as well. That's like saying I'm always defending Gandhi and Hitler. Fuck Gandhi.
Yeah.
What?
Exactly. I mean, it's just ludicrous. But everybody's doing a good job. Shout out to Dr. Chow and this guy, Franklin Shackler, who's doing an incredible.
Scheckler used to love us. Now he hates me, but I agree. He is doing the Lord's work, man. Scheckler used to fucking love us. I drank with him at a fucking Comedians of the Compound in AC. He hates me now. I don't know why. And Stevie Lou doesn't like me, I don't think either, because I literally texted him like, hey, meet me at the stand May 7th for drinks on me. I think he's mad that I fucking, I love fucking. I think he's mad at me because when Ray, God forgive me, when Chad wanted to do that AC show and I fucking took it over, I'm like, we're not putting, yeah, because, well, I said it after fucking, Chad went full fucking Dabbleverse and like, I only booked Stevie Lou to prove he's not funny. Well, then he's not on the show. He's not on the show. Doom, can we talk about the turn now, please? I don't know what it is. Can you tell me what it is?
I think Stevie Lou was so good when he was doing shows, fighting Ray, fighting Quadfather. It was so good. Stevie Lou, please come back to doing shows.
Stevie Lou, stop it. He's not coming back because Stevie Lou couldn't wait to say the day after Adam quit, he's like, well, I had to get off the internet. I'm done. Because he wanted the fucking, he wanted the mod job with Brennan. He wanted the easy money without the fucking hassle.
All right, let me ask you one final question.
Okay? All right.
State of the Gino speech, and this is for all the people in the chat. Shout out, okay? Everybody
Thank you, buddy.
In the chat. All right, this guy's John Melendez. You have now had a long relationship, friendship, rivalry. I know you guys don't really talk very much.
Hit the like button, you coward. 60 fucking likes. Fucking hit the like button. Go on, buddy.
Button, everybody.
Thank you, buddy. Go on. I'm sorry.
Where do you stand with John Melendez now? Because he's really, He's everywhere with Derek. Him and Derek are doing shows left and right. So, and where do you stand now with this guy? Would you go on his show if he said you'd be like?
No, and like, do you understand? This is another thing where I'm sorry, but it's a huge Gino was right. And then I'm gonna take a piss and show the Mario Bosco video. It's a huge Gino was right. Like when fucking I've had it with all these meatheads that are like, oh, the way fucking he talks to Keanu, you should blow. And I'm like, Keanu can handle him. And then when Keanu literally said fucking he was a kindergartner and he fucking got so butthurt and fucking we laughed about it. John's fucking, John's broken. He thinks he's never been talented. This gets back to the Ray thing. When you believe the lies of people and you think you're something you're not. I say this all the time. I love fucking Sal and Richard, but they're another one like fucking Stuttering John that like back when fucking Stern was great, and he brought in these idiots and like he literally went up to John and said, hey, I want you on John begged him to stay there and he let him fucking went from caller to idiot. But he makes it sound like fucking Howard Stern in his prime said, look, I'm really struggling with this radio show. I don't know what I'm doing. So I need a big talent like you. And he literally like you saw the interview when I talked to him and I'm like, John, you got the Tonight Show because of fucking Howard Stern. No, I got it because I'm on a celebrity. Get me out. I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here. I'm like, you were a celebrity that needed to get out of there because you were on the Stern Show. And he refuses. If you forget like if you can't source the person you are and how you became that person, or if you do it in John's case even more incorrectly, if you're like, I was so good on Howard Stern that they hired me, that they wanted me on this fucking reality show that I was so good on that they wanted me to be the first guy with a stutter on the fucking Tonight Show, instead of saying I was such a laughingstock on Howard Stern that when I lost that job, I needed money and did I desperately did a show with fucking washed up actors called I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. And once that brought me back into the fucking media attention, fucking Jay Leno, who sucked at fucking getting younger viewers, said, why don't I just hire Stuttering John because he'll bring in all the young hip guys from Stern, which once it failed, he fucking threw me in the back in the writer's room. He didn't say that, which is why he thinks he's some radio genius that just sits there getting fucking shit on. You reap what you sow. Say what you want about me, but I know exactly who I am. I know exactly how I got here, and I know exactly the things I want to say. And that's why when people are like, oh, you're just as bad, I'm not. And if you think I am, that's fine. But I don't, there's a reason I'm here once a week saying, you guys did see, there's a reason I'm here once a week saying I'm stupid and I see this. There's a reason I'm here saying I told you about Ray 2 years ago. There's a reason I'm here saying look at fucking Kevin Brennan now, fucking how he's becoming more and more like, I'm going to start calling him Emperor Palpatine. Look at how I sit here saying fucking Chad Zumock. I did a show with him a year ago, whatever it was, just to prove he's a normal guy, but he fucks himself in the world of fucking being in boxes. Fucking look at Patrick Melton. I watched his show, but now he's just become obsessed. Fucking, I should read the fucking messages I left for Melton that when have I ever been like, hey, fucking these poor fucks, now that I shit on them, their careers are over? No.
What's he obsessed with, according to you? It's going too hard on who? Aaron?
Who? Yeah, he's just obsessed with them. But when he said to me, Gene, if I read the fucking speech if I read the drunken text messages you DM'd me, what? The fucking 180 or 230, I don't even know the number, people that watch your show would call the president of show business, you fat deluded fuck. And then he'll be like this, well, I'm just doing a bit. I'm not doing a bit. Melton's morbidly obese. Kevin Brennan's making himself sick with his toxic lifestyle. Ray DeVito is a liar. Chad Zumock fucking had a terrible upbringing, which is why he's nervous in social situations. But when he gets behind a camera in a box, he says things that he thinks there will not be consequences for. Did I miss anyone? Fucking Derek is a great fucking dude, but he wants so badly to get numbers that he'll sell out his friend in a box thinking it's not real fucking life. What don't you get? This is what I would say off the camera. Mr. Kill Everything's a nice guy that just wanted to do a podcast with fucking Kevin, and he got shit from people, and I thought it was adorable that he was sitting there with his girl saying, just want to smoke cigars and hang out in the Dabbleverse. What don't you get? What don't you get? Fucking no. Then you fucking see Melton and fucking these idiots. Melton sits with Kevin Brennan at a table in Atlantic City. I don't know what goes on, but that's not normal behavior. It's all fucking faggoty bullshit.
So So you're defending Aaron so much here that you're now mad at Melton for going too hard on.
I'm not. When have I have not defended Aaron. I have not defended Aaron. I just told you what I know. I know what's going on with Aaron in April, and that's why I don't worry about things. I know, but you understand, I don't do things for attention. And when I watch him, all he does is cover Aaron in April now, and that's fine. Or I should say Aaron and the lack thereof April. But I'll say it again. Did you watch his show last night?
No, I fell asleep.
Yeah, there's a reason you fell asleep. He's literally he's begging to find something. It's like I'm sorry, there's nothing there. But he's literally fucking worked himself into a hole.
You know, Melton does a lot on Aaron, but I had a big day yesterday with Derek. Derek did a lot of shows. I believe Derek did Ray's show. He also did his own show with Stuttering John, and then he did Stuttering John's show. So I was a little tired from watching Quadfather. Derek he does a good job, except Gino, he sits there and enables Ray's lives. I mean, it's crazy. That's my last message here is Quadfather, BYB, all you guys, please spice it up when you're sitting there with Ray. You know he's on Gino every day with Ray now, every night, 10 p.m., all the time, punks.
I don't think he's on every night, but I don't watch Ray. That's not true. Sometimes I'll put Ray on, I will, and I'll just listen to his insane babbling. But yeah, like
Ray who gave out Kumi's phone number.
Yeah.
For nothing.
Ray gave out Kumia's number, E-Rock's number, my brother's number, and Keanu's number, and then lied about it. And I never gave out Ray's number, and I'll say it again. If you Google Ray DeVito, comedian Cleveland, his phone number comes up. I didn't give out his number, but he said, and he drunkenly called Keanu. Trust me, he knows he's a piece of shit. And Keanu literally said, Ray, you're mad because I exposed your lie. Ray hates fucking women. Trust me. Ray can't get an erection because he has anger issues and he takes drugs and mixes it with alcohol. Ray fucking is stupid. And if you think I'm not enjoying watching his fucking downward spiral, and here's the best part, he thinks he's winning. So he'll keep fucking doing this. I can't wait for him to go to fucking, Hackamania. Because he's going to meet people that are nice to him. He's going to be like, I'm doing great. And it's further going to ensconce him in his grandparents' basement in the outskirts of Cleveland.
Chad said that at Hackamania, everyone's going to be pointing at Ray, like laughing at him. Do you agree with that? That it'll be like the butt of the joke there? How do you think that's going to go?
How, what is?
Chad said in Las Vegas at Hackamania, everyone's going to be pointing at Ray, like pointing, laughing at him. Do you think that's how it's going to go? Like,
no, it's not going to go like that because all these people are fucking, what are they called? Keyboard warriors or whatever. And when they see Ray, they're going to fucking pity him and be nice to him. And I guarantee they're all going to be, and it's going to be great. Everyone there's going to be like, Ray, I think you're the funniest one. And Ray, I get you. And Ray, I think you're really funny. And Ray, I loved your dry bar special. And Ray's going to pat himself on the back and then return and be right back in a basement and go right back to showing up at fucking the stand once a month and saying like, I'm also doing, you're not. And he's like, oh, I do the other stand club, the St. Mark's Comedy Club, which is a basement comedy room that fucking the stand did take over so they can book fucking losers like Ray to shut them the fuck up and not pay them and just fucking, that's where you put people like that.
Wow.
Are we good?
All right, you're the man. I appreciate it. Shout out to the chat. Everybody's killing it. I don't love everybody like Ray.
No.
I love select people like Gino. I like Gino. I like Dr. Chow. People like that.
Hey, let me ask you a question and then I'll let you go. Johnny Payton 8, that's a football reference. Are you watching the draft? Or do you care? Do you have a team? I never asked you this. I would imagine like it's the Colts or something because of Peyton, but no.
I like a lot of teams. I'm a Chargers fan at the moment.
Yeah.
I go from team to team. Did I watch the draft? No, I saw that Caleb Williams guy got drafted first.
Speaking of your Chargers, buddy, they just picked in round 5. Tarheeb Still, cornerback, Maryland Terps. He's a chippy, fluid cornerback who wants to come up and hit people. Super smooth hips, doesn't have the length or pure speed to be lockdown type, but gets most out of his athletic skills. C+. We're fucked. He can be too grabby. He can be too grabby in man coverage. You and me both, Johnny Payton.
Hey, did you see the Falcons drafted that Michael Penix guy, even though they got Kirk Cousins? What do you think about that?
You got here late. I covered it. They fucked Michael Penix over. He could have been like Lamar Jackson. He could have been a guy that went late in the draft to a good team and went right into a great situation. Instead,
all of these QBs that get drafted first round don't work out ever. Mac Jones, all these bums. So in a way, it could be good. You get to sit on the bench for 5 years, collect that money, and then he'll see how it goes when he's older, like the GF said. It's not all bad.
I did. All right. Well, look.
Listen, it's just nice to be. Listen, Gino. As you know, this is Gratitude Cast. It's
Yes.
just nice to be in the league. It's just nice to be in the league, baby. And you're like running the league right now. So thank you very much. Shout out, everybody. Take care. All right?
You are the man, and now I'm gonna take a piss, maybe even a dump, and we're gonna watch Mario Bosco shit on video, which was so much good. That is Johnny Payton 8. I'm gonna take a break, grab another coffee, and we will watch the comedy stylings of Mario Bosco. I did discuss panics. You can go to the beginning. Let's take a look at this fucking guy, shall we? Imagine I have to do stand up, and then Fred, oh no, Marino, who wanted to fucking go after me.
Yes.
Smart move. Imagine I'm gonna do comedy, and you've been watching this MC for the past 2 hours with this
What's
voice.
up, guys? It's me, Mario Bosco. Join me this weekend, okay? April 13th and 14th at PaisanCon. When people say, what's PaisanCon, right?
Yeah, we didn't know.
Well, it's a bunch of paisans who get together to celebrate our Italian-American culture in film and TV, commercials, social media monologue. It's just a way of sharing our love among you all. So if you want to come see me perform this Sunday,
doing a wonderful job.
14th of April,
He went all the come see me. Not the 10 Italian superstars that you'll never meet ever in your life except at this event.
Also, he blew the light on his own Instagram.
We blew a lot of things.
We stopped caring fucking 2 sentences. Do you want to know what PaisanCon is? No, just give us the dates. PaisanCon, we don't care. It's our love of stop talking.
I'm about to call Mario.
Call Mario right now.
A toy phone?
Call Mario right now. Let's play a game. Before you call him, hold on. Here's the game. So Mario, after he does all this time, but right before he's like, it's not enough because he's still trying to get a goddamn laugh. And he's like, he's like, can I do some time before Gino? And it's another Ray DeVito, stop the timer. And I go, sure. And the guy says, do 8 minutes. 8 minutes. 8 minutes. How much time did Ray Bosco do?
8 minutes exactly. He's a
I
professional.
knew that was coming.
I
I thought it was going to be 7:59.
I wish that woman got out of the car and knocked your teeth out.
She was big. She could have.
He did. Not only did he do
on the Coons Bridge.
Yeah. Not only did he do 20 minutes. Fucking at 8 minutes, at 12 minutes, at 15 minutes, the guy literally walked up to the stage and put his phone in his face like this, and he acted like he didn't see it. This is what I.
He's killing.
Yeah,
He was murder in the room.
I was living it all over again. What did I do when I got on stage? I shit on him for fucking 3 fucking minutes. Call him right now and ask him how much time he was supposed to do in front of Gino and how much time he did. And I guarantee you, I guarantee he'll be like, not because this is what liars do.
2 comics later, Mike Marino was mad at him.
Don't let him know he's on. Don't let him.
Tell him it's Al Pacino.
Hey, Mario, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good, Mario. Guess where I am?
No.
I'm sitting down.
So fucking dumb. Why are you? This is why you suck at this. Let me know that he's on. Hey, guess where you are? Okay. Is it that? Am I wrong? Is it that difficult to be devious?
Why didn't you tell him before he went on?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
What kind of idiot?
Do you know who that is,
right?
Mario?
Am I wrong?
Yeah,
Right? And by the way,
It's like not
speaking
using a
of Quadfather, that's like the time fucking,
said,
he's like, hey,
unfortunately-
Ray, guess who's, don't do that. Like, why do you bury the lead? Why is it like, oh my God, look who's, no, have the guy talk freely. Jesus Christ. I love how you have to fucking warn them that Big Bad Gino's in the chat. Cut the shit. God damn, it's already been 2 hours. You're going to love the Ray clip I send him Monday. Can't wait, Podfather. Why isn't it Podfather? I'm sure that's someone's name. Anyway, so yeah, that was Mario Bosco. Like I can't deal with stop. Like the time I fucking had fucking Quadfather call Ray. Guess what show you're on, right? Don't. Well, and I love when people like that's another way people get way too full of themselves. Well, you're on the air. You don't want to get sued. No one's suing anyone in the Dabble verse. Well, I didn't know I was on the air. Stop listening to these people that talk bullshit lies and you think it's a thing. Well, you know, I wanted to make sure they knew I was recording. You're in your fucking house on a fucking phone call. Jesus fucking Christ. Captain Miserable, where you been all day? I joke around about and try to evoke reactions just to piss people off, but I'm not joking when I wish the absolute worst for Ray. I got good news for you. I've got great news for you, Captain Miserable, and shout out, buddy. Every time I see Captain Miserable, I'm like, why do I like this guy? Captain Miserable, speaking of litmus test, David Tell. He could tell you 30 David Tell punchlines because he's funny. Fucking named himself after his fucking album. What was I going to say? Yeah, Ray's, like, you don't understand. Ray, the universe provides. It gives you whatever you want. You understand? And if you are living like rent-free in your fucking godparents' basement, if you're living there and you're like, well, I'm going to keep driving back and forth so people think I'm a comedian, the universe will be like, here's what you get to do. You get to travel all over fucking pretending to be a comedian. And that's all you're ever going to be. Ray's not funny. Ray is not funny. And Ray is going to go to fucking, and he can say whatever he wants. Right? Like, I'm not. Let me tell you something. I love everyone. You don't. You hate so many people and you think people don't know it. I let people know how I feel about them. And there's a lot of people we talk it out and we're fine. And there's a lot of other people that we don't. But trust me, every single person in this chat, every single person in my life knows how I fucking feel about them. Knows if I respect them, knows if I'm mad at them, knows if I'm a fan of them. Every single fucking person. And I know exactly who I am behind the desk, on stage, everywhere. I know why I live in New York City. I know that I fucking earned my place in this fucking comedy community. I do. And I know that no matter what fucking idiots like Melton say, Melton, who is just a fat, sad man, I've had it with him. And you can say, Ken Angeletti, long time no chat. How are you? You could say, oh my God, Gino's so defensive of Aaron and April. No, they're my friends, but fucking they know this world. They're in it. Fucking people still fucking post fucking shit from Keanu's. Oh, you think I care? People fucking show clips of me saying the N-word, which is nigger, unless you're fucking in the world of fucking Kevin Brennan, where he hates black people and calls them Newports. We have clip after clip of him screaming the N-word at Compound Media before he replaced it with that. Every person I know knows where they stand with me, okay? And when I get pissed, I let them know. I gave Dr. Chow shit for when you were watching fucking Win by 2 John, who I met in real life and was nice, and then he's like, he's doing 8th grade shit. Look at Gino hitting on this girl. I'd be embarrassed. What a fucking faggot. And Dr. Chow's like, yeah, I'm just joking around in the chat. Joke around in real life. Live a fucking life. People know where I stand. Okay? And Ray is getting exactly what fucking you want. And you're going to love this, Captain Miserable. Ray's getting exactly what both of you seem to want. Him to fucking be a struggling nobody comic living in obscurity in someone's basement, fucking in the outskirts of Cleveland. And if Ray had balls, if Ray was a man that didn't worry about what other people think, and this nigger never worried about what other people thought, you either respect me or you don't. I owned it. I said, I'm staying in New York City. I'm putting my shit in my car because I came here to be a comedian. Weird. Ray is not. Ray is like, I'm worried. I don't want people to think I don't have a place to live, so I'll live in a house in Cleveland where it's cheapest, but I'll make sure everyone knows when I'm on stage. That's the opposite. When I lived out of my car, everyone knew I lived out of my car. Everyone did. I didn't fucking and I just got on stage. My priority was getting on stage. Ray's priority is letting people know when he's getting on stage. Ray's fucking priority is letting people know when he's getting on stage. He can't talk about Hackamania enough. He kept Ray fucking thinks we're dumb. He kept saying what to Brennan. He's like, well, I'm an ambassador for MLC. You're not. You're not. And this is what they love doing. Fucking, yeah, watch this. Yeah, we're thin-skinned. We're thin-skinned. If you, let me tell you something. Quad, you know what? You're thin-skinned too. Watch this. Remember when someone attacked your daughter and you got mad? Don't be such a thin-skinned faggot, Quad. Fucking when people attack the child that is in hot water, when people attract, when people attack the child that is my comedy, when people attack Keanu, I don't have to worry. Keanu can defend herself. When people fucking make fun of my cat, I fucking shit on them. When fucking people attack your daughter or shit on them, you are thin-skinned because you defend her because she shouldn't have to defend herself. Same thing with my show and my comedy. So again, BYB Podcast, start listening to me instead of thinking you're nearly fucking like, and don't get me wrong, you know you're nowhere near my level, but you still think you're a little further up than you are. Because that's a dumb fucking thing to say. Dumb fucking thing to say. Unlike you, I have your back. I understood why you got mad about your daughter. But when you shit on my comedy, when you shit on this show and say I'm thin-skinned, it's because you don't understand. It's because you're not really good at what you do. Because you think fucking clicks are better than content. That's why you let fucking Granny shit on my act saying, oh, you should start a beef with him. Fucking pathetic. Stop trying so fucking hard. Stop trying so fucking hard. And if you, and again, you have no respect for Ray DeVito. And if you do, you're an idiot. But you do his show for clicks. You do it to get it out there. You're compromising yourself. You're compromising yourself. And fucking when a fat fuck like fucking Quadfather has the fucking audacity. God forgive me. Oh my God, Quad, I'm sorry. I was thinking of Melton. I really do apologize for that. You are not fat. When a fat fuck like Melton fucking literally thinks he's going to fucking, you know, like, oh, I will ruin you, dude. I will read to who, Melton? Like, and you know why I didn't read him? Because they were calling him out. And he literally thinks I'm the one fucking worried about it. What a dipshit. They fucking expose him for the fucking piece of shit money grubbing tool that he is. He has no fucking thing to say. Look, let's show him. Let's show. You want to see him? All right, here we go. Let's start with the good stuff. Oh, there's so many. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. This was, if you guys are still with me, this was the end of March. All right. All right. Please hold. Check the draft tracker. Nothing good going on right now. Anthony Gould, Austin Booker, Tommy Eichenberg, linebacker, Josh Newton, Jamari Thrash, wide receiver. That's got to be James Thrash's kid. Muhammad Kamal. Jacksonville Jaguars are on the clock. All right. Get rid of this. Check out the chat. Yay! Boo! Quad may be gay, ugly, Mexican, crippled, but he is not fat. I really do apologize for that. Not to mention, Quad is fucking, I'm just checking the super chats. Quad's given more than anyone and became a member. It's not a good super chat day. Not really worried about it, though. Fucking made my money Friday. Captain Misery, I love provocateurs. I try to be one myself. You are one, Gino, and so is Melton. Brennan used to be, but Melton broke him. You and Melton are good at it. So fuck you. Disagree, because, and I'm going to tell you why Melton's a piece of shit. I'm going to tell you why, Captain Miserable, respectfully. I'm not, if to compare me to fucking Melton, no. I mean, I don't care. Jeremiah Trotter Jr., drafted by the Eagles. Nice. Douchey Nazi. Love your dog, by the way. Fucking dead fool, you give me my chair back. Give me back my Eames chair. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. You know what? Fucking If they try and take my Eames chair, it will be a bloody mess that you have to clean up with Reed Street Soap. Go to reedsoapshop.com. Use Kiki Bucks. Fucking freak. And what was I going to say? You can say that. Where was I? Back to by the way, that's fucking hilarious. Dr. Chow, hey Gina, remember when I told you Addison would be a monster? Gave you Thomas the 23 pick for Jacksonville would be rookie wide receiver really pops. Well, I'm gonna give you the chance to be 2 in a row because I've been giving you props about Addison fucking all fucking year. Look, and this is like, there you go. Like, if you don't, and I'm gonna put this up, Quadfather, okay. If you think I'm delusional, if you think I've said one delusional fucking, okay, we're giving, I'm sending fucking Quad the link. Sending Quad the link, people. He fucking piqued my interest. Copy. Sent you the link, Quad. Sent you the link. You son of a bitch. You played me. Why can't I find Quad? Oh, because I'm typing in Quad instead of BYB. What a fucking dummy I am. Sent you the link, Quad. Knock yourself out. Because I want you to call in one thing where I was ever delusional. I want you to fucking pop in anytime. Sent you the link. Because now you have to tell me one time I was delusional. I'll tell you what delusion here. I'll tell you what delusional is. Everything about Ray DeVito. Okay? I'll tell you what delusional is. I'll tell you what delusional is. Fucking pretending you got beat up, saying this is Cumia country, and acting like it was not a big deal. That's delusional. Give me someone else. I'll tell you what's delusional. Fucking being a fat, washed-up comedian in fucking Vegas and just spending all your time talking about someone like it makes you a better fucking person, makes you a better podcaster, makes you a better comedian. I'll tell you what's fucking delusional. Fucking, now I'm out of people. But I need to know what I did that's delusional. Douchey nuts. It's fucking windy here. All right. Chad is delusional. Yes, Chris. I'll tell you what's delusional. Ray stinks. He doesn't know it. He's delusional. But no, everyone likes Bobby Kelly. I mean, that's it. While we're doing that, let's go back and take a look at these Melton messages. All right. So I'll tell you what's delusional. Oh my God. Thank you, Chris Thompson. Biden's delusional. I'll tell you what's delusional. Now, wait, I'll show you what's delusional. Delusional is saying, if I were to read these text messages, you'd be embarrassed and it would fucking how? It's delusional thinking your chat has anything to do with show business, or it's delusional thinking, knowing you're doing a work and thinking it's going to get you anything other than more fucking super chats, which get you further and further from fucking comedy in real life. But let's take a look, shall we? Sharing the screen. These are the embarrassing things I wrote to Melton. You ready? He was stealing catalytic converters. Hey, buddy. Next time you're talking with your boyfriend, Pat Dixon, tell him 2 things. And this is me drunken speech to texting, so enjoy. Okay? 1. Hold on. Sorry, I'll make it bigger. I apologize, guys. Can we make this bigger? That should be bigger so you could see it more. I guess that's as big as I can make it before it gets too annoying. You got it? All right, 1, let him know that the order of protection that he lets people think I'm clinging to ends at the end of April. So maybe I bump into you guys in Vegas. That's embarrassing. 2, and more importantly, let him know that I guess since Kevin Brennan had a sex girlfriend on, had his ex-girlfriend on, and I don't care if he can interpret it or not, you should expect to be smashed in the fucking jaw, like they talked about on his episode a couple months ago. I should really read it right and not translate. Either way, let him know both those things, man, because I swear to God, Patrick's about the fuck. That's supposed to say Pat Dixon's, but Patrick's about to fucking run into reality. He's not going to be happy with it because he's a drugged out little faggot. And it's weird that I should be embarrassed because that's not delusional. If you look at what's going on with Pat Dixon right now, he bumped into reality because he's fucking been exiled to fucking Rumble where 85 people watch and you can see how livid and disappointed he is. Either way, let him know. Let me know you got this. I think it was supposed to say message. Oh, let me know you got this. Much love. I would send it to him, but the fucking woman he's grooming that's half trans, completely hideous, won't let him get my messages. So again, keep playing this fucking faggot game, Mountain, not Melton. I'm your friend. I've never said anything bad or done anything bad, but let the record show you're dancing with a fucking drug-addled faggot that is about to fucking meet up with reality, and it's not going to be pleasant. Then I sent them hearts. Now, so far, I'd love to know your thoughts on what Ray needed something to sleep on. That treadmill can't be comfortable, Captain. So let me know how delusional I am with this. Biden has dementia. He's dimensional. There you go, Deadpool. Thank you. Gino finally really spending it out. No, but these, like, I really shouldn't be doing this because this is what Melton was going to ruin me with. Let's go on. If you don't understand, this is me after fucking doing a whiskey, whatever it was. All right. And then look, then the only time he responded, K, and I hearted it, and he never got back when I just went on. I'm like, all kidding aside, buddy, why don't you ask Pat how long that quarter protection order that he wants you to believe I begged for and wasn't standard order procedure that I had nothing to do with because I wasn't involved in his case against the state of New York. Ask him when that expires. I'll give you a hint. It's the last, and I was wrong. Watch this. The last day of April this year is when the order expires, so I don't have to worry about somehow being in the same room as him. I know he wants you to believe I'm terrified of that, but your friend Pat, who's an Adderall addicted fucking woman-beating psycho, is about to get a fucking dose of reality. Please confirm this information at your leisure or just take my word for it. No worries either way. So far, I'm really embarrassed and worried about these getting out. It's almost like Melton acted like it was crazy and, oh my God, Gino's a raving alcoholic. Hey, Melty, streaming tomorrow at 1 if you want to chat about this in real life. Either way, sorry I drunk speech detection you, although it is very funny as I read it back. Okay. Look. And then I showed him the YouTube clip we made of it on In Hot Water. But I'm embarrassed. What a faggot. Send him the StreamYard link. Not once, not twice. Okay, just once. He didn't respond. Weird. TV, that should be Melty. I'm telling you one last fucking time, you fat fuck. I'm coming to Hackmania to see your stupid friend Pat Dixon. You can warn him or not. It's completely legal, you fat fuck. Keep acting like this is a fucking game. I wonder if that's a threat. Doesn't sound it. Just keep acting like it's a fucking game. Keep acting like it's okay to book a guy that's hit 3 women and then hit a guy in the jaw and walked away. Keep acting like it's okay to promote his show. Keep playing your fat fucking game with these fat fucks. You're a piece of shit. You're fine, but tell Pat Dixon I'm coming to see him. I'm screenshotting this so when you don't mention it, he's not surprised. Then I sent him a huge, you can't be any nicer. That's a huge kissy face. Huge. Huge. Let's go on. Oh, and feel free to screenshot all this, buddy, or ignore it completely, but I'll screenshot it for you when Pat fucking literally has to face me at Hackamania with all your fucking faggot friends while you fucking make your way, while you make Ray DeVito who's playing you like fucking Kaiser Sose. There it is. Watch this. That's, oh my God, Melty, my order of protection ended. So afraid of your woman-beating, cowardly drug-abusing co-star Pat Dixon. Whatever will I do come May? Just keep thinking this is okay, you fat piece of shit. Let's take a look at the order of protection. 4-5. 4-5. And I could show you so much other stuff that showed fucking he wrote live. I could show you the rest of that fucking, if you want, I could show you the rest of that, but there you go. 4-5-24. Looks like I'm not safe anymore. Let's go on. Oops, forgot to circle it. Hey, I hope how you're not printing these or talking about them is beyond me. Well, he's not because he'd rather act like I said insane shit. Oh, wait, it's not. You're a fat fucking coward. You're a fat fucking coward who knows you back up a man that hits women and knows he doesn't have a reason to be afraid of me. But you're fat and you're sad and you're playing this Dabble verse, multiverse, or whatever. You played it perfectly. You fucked around and kept him running alone enough to steal the heat and now talk about him. But Pat Dixon's a piece of shit. He hits women. You back it up. There will be, and this is all the same thing. Basically, it's me drunkenly saying, you're fat. Pat's a piece of shit, and you need to fucking let him know that he's fucking lied about everything. And if I come to Hackamania, he's going to be fucking embarrassed. And if you think I'm going to hit Pat Dixon, you're insane. You're insane. But I am going to be in the same room with him. I am going to stand in the same room with him and feel fucking fine and watch him look skittish like a bitch. That's living life. All right, did we get the... Oh, and to quote Columbo, one more thing. I'm reading these on my stream Saturday, whether you mention them or not, just to point out what a fucking piece of shit fat fuck you are, pretending this guy because you feel bad that you know you've booked a woman-beating piece of shit. Did I mention that yet? Melty, I've been nice and it's exhausting. You're a fat fuck. I get you need money. You know you're not as funny as a stand-up anymore. You know the world has passed you by. You know that I fucking get drunk and read speech to text. Sorry, I'm trying to fucking and to text to you, and we'll read this Saturday. But let me tell you one thing. You're not doing yourself any favors. We get it. Ray DeVito's a sad fuck that you're monetizing. We get it. Fucking Pat Dixon is a sad woman beat a piece of shit that you'll fly to fucking Vegas for fucking whatever it takes to put them on and there to add to the bill, but you're a fat fuck. I'll keep an eye out. Someone will tell me if you read this. If not, I'll mention it Saturday. Okay, get back to being fat, marrying a fat, sad woman. That was mean about it. I apologize for saying that about your wife. You're sad. Keep relying on people with super chats to be funny while you fucking feed this sad world we've become. Seriously, though, I'm reading this Saturday. You're cool. You keep sitting on the fucking about just make sure you ask Pat if he's okay that me and him show up in Vegas. Because I promise, look, just it goes on and on. It goes on and on. What is this? Let's see what this is.
Allegedly getting something happened to on Sullivan's is the best thing that happened to our pizza. The security video of Gino allegedly getting something at Sullivan's is the best thing that Headband Beyonce's ever been in it. That is great. I don't know if you've ever seen it. I've had the good fortune of seeing it. It's fucking fantastic. It's one of the great clips of all time. I don't know. Allegedly, I don't know who was involved, but just knowing.
But this person's saying it's some of his best work.
Yes, but just knowing the guy who was on the receiving end of that, it's a fucking
he's not on that
fantastic. And the way he did this, allegedly getting something happened to on Sullivan's is the best thing that happened to our pizza.
Anyway, you're all caught up. All right. So there you go. That's 2.5 hours, people. I can't play with you guys anymore. I will check out the NFL draft, though. Oh, Cam Hart. I read Cam Hart, right? He's the quarterback out of Maryland, out of Notre Dame. Jesus. Don't know any of these guys. Rasheen Ali, running back out of Marshall. Tyrone Tracy Jr., Purdue running back. The Jets are on the clock. Pick is in. Eagles are on the clock. Keaton Oladapo. Bub Means. Oh, my God. The Saints got a receiver, wide receiver named Bub Means. That's a great name. Bub Means business, people. No. All right. Oh, good Lord. Anyway, I'm going to love the clip race at Monday. That is over 2.5 hours. I got to tell you, people. That's good stuff. I love that we got 158 people in here. It makes me want to keep going, but I think I said my piece. Hi, Meg. Oh, is Meg in here? Did I start early? Why is everyone late? Oh, my, that just reminded me of some of the Gino jokes that we made on MLC before. Yeah. Peter Bisconti is a pizza knicker. Yeah, I mean, Mr. Kill Everything, I'm going to tell you something. Like, if you don't get it, Pat Dixon's hit 3 fucking women, okay? And the reason I say it is because I can name them. I can tell you exactly what he did, and he wouldn't sue me because they would testify against him. And when you get away with hitting 3 women, you fucking walk into a bar, whacked out on Adderall and punch a man. But I know you and your fucking girl want to meet him, and that's fine. I don't care. But be careful because he's a piece of shit. And if you don't get it, if you don't get like what Kevin, like, I love being able to come here once a year and fucking roll around in the Dabbleverse mud. But if you don't understand that, I've said this from the get-go. Like, if you're not subbed to Compound Media, and I'll say it, if you're not subbed, like, I don't like, if you don't listen to Anthony Cumia, you're a faggot. I mean it. And I don't mean gay. I mean a faggot. I mean an old word. You understand? Words evolve. And if you think when I say you're a faggot for not listening to Compound Media, because I'm saying you're a terrible person who fucking isn't furthering free speech, who doesn't realize Anthony is the most insightful voice. He really is. He's one of the most insightful voices going. And unlike the people on YouTube who make a big deal when they get fucking, struck, unlike the people that try to get canceled, Anthony's been canceled. And he fucking put this platform up 10 years ago and he asked for fucking for $7 a month. And you're like, yeah, but it's easier. You're part of the problem. And if you fucking walk away from watching fucking Kevin Brennan or any of these assholes saying, wow, that changed my life, it just made you feel better because they shit on other people. That's it. We're shitting on people. Fucking, we're calling out Fauci. We're calling out fucking late night TV. But yeah, but I'd rather, and that's fine. But stop. There's a lot we don't know. No, there's a lot. If you don't know, why don't you ask me? Because I've never lied. I'm not delusional. Everything I've ever said has been true. Everything. Jesus Christ. Matt Van Meter gifting 10 Gino Biscani memberships. Kevin is a faggot is right. Matt Van Meter, thank you so much. Open your gifted memberships. I'm fucking 55. I don't know how it works, but get your goddamn gifted memberships. But that's like, hey, Mr. Kill Everything. Remember all the Germans that said they were looking at the fucking ovens in the death? We didn't know. We didn't know. Fucking you know. If you can fucking sit there and say, Gino just made this all up. If you don't look at the videos on the fucking Gum Friday page, if you're not looking at the videos on the fucking Gum Friday YouTube page that literally shows fucking us, that walks you through what a piece of shit fucking Ray DeVito is and for how long. If you don't watch the videos fucking of whatchamacallit, of us showing you how Pat Dixon lost his mind slowly fucking because of Adderall and insecurity, then you've lost your mind. But don't blame me. Don't blame me when you find out this shouldn't be like, I didn't know. Because if you want to know anything, ask me. If you want to know something, ask me. We talked about this on In Hot Water on Thursday with Amy Taylor. Fucking, it's so much more fun being authentic. It makes for such a better show being authentic. It does. Because you don't have to remember lies. You don't have to fucking sit there and have people. I mean, don't get me wrong. We love watching you, like Kevin Brennan, as he finds out from Felicia, who's his new friend, what a piece of shit, Gavin, Jesus Christ, God forgive me, what a piece of shit Pat Dixon was. If you don't get that, that like lying fucking makes it fucking, it's fun for you guys. But if you want to know something, don't ever, respectfully, Mr. Kill Everything, don't ever say that to me again. There's a lot we don't know because there's nothing I haven't told you, okay? There's nothing I haven't told you. And the thing is, Mr. Kill Everything, if you knew that Pat Dixon, and I'll say it for the 9th time, my story never changes, literally fucking got away with hitting 3 women, addicted Adderall, got so fucking psycho, jealous, insecure, fucking, that he fucking was trying to bang Chrissy Mayer, that he got so mad that he walked in and broke my jaw, and he smugly smiles about it, you'd realize, well, let me put this to you clearly so you can understand what I'm saying. Every time you back Pat Dixon, you're fucking patting someone on the back who smugly knows he got away with hitting 4 people. That's all. That's all. And if you like that as a person, if you and Mrs. Kill Everything someday want to have a child and raise a daughter, remember this. Remember how you said, yeah, but it's just entertainment. Remember this. I can't be any more clear. Okay? Okay? So again, brand new to my show, fuck you. I've been saying this 80 different ways, but you chose to listen to Kevin Brennan, who you know is a fucking simp, fucking liar, super chatter. Don't make the excuse. Don't make the fucking excuse. Well, I just watched. If you're going to look at me or your beautiful fucking wife that you want Pat Dixon to marry, knock yourself out. But don't play the innocent game. Don't play the innocent game. Fucking don't. Don't play the innocent game. Well, we were just watching Kevin Brennan. You really think I was afraid of Kevin Brennan at Compound Media when I shut the fucking booth door so he didn't destroy the equipment? Please. 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 I don't look, Mr. Kill Everything, I love you, but do not misunderstand me. I tell you what. Love you, buddy. You know that. Mad respect. But if you ever want, you do know Pat Dixon hit 3 women. You do know that, right? You do know Pat Dixon fucking sucker punched me, right? Do you know that? Yes or no? Do you know that Pat Dixon sucker punched me? Didn't walk in and square up. Fucking, and whenever someone asks you, oh, because of the Felicia thing, ask Felicia what the thing was. She went on your boyfriend, Kevin Brennan, and said, Gino didn't flirt with me. Please. What did I misunderstand? What did I misunderstand? Well, you know, we just listened to Kevin Brennan. Well, you're a fool. You're a goddamn fool. You're a goddamn fool. I'd love. Well, again, fuck off, Mr. Respectfully, and I love you. Fuck off. If it's the first you've heard about the women, you're living under a rock. You're living under a fucking rock. Said it countless times. But I guess you fucking listened to Kevin instead of me and believed him. You believe Gina's full of shit. Gina's a piece of shit. Pat Dixon's a cowboy. Ask Felicia. Ask Felicia about the time they were driving down the road and she said, stop texting Gina, you're going to make it worse. And he gave her a dirty look and ran her car against the fucking medium and gave her a dirty look. Ask her. Ask her. Ask her why she needed an order of protection from him. Ask her. Ask her how much money he took from her. Ask her. Yeah, but this is the first I'm asking you. Ask me anything and I'll tell you the fucking truth. But you further the bullshit, Mr. Kill Everything. You do. You're like, well, I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't fucking know. I didn't know.